Chris, just drop a link. Drop a link to it so I can describe what they. I don't know how much I can show, but I'll read it. I don't give a fuck about Keffels. I don't mind blowing up their spot. I have no link. Shinji sent it to me. Well, wait. Hold up, because the music's gonna play underneath me. Is it a company for the sex toys named after their like dead grandfather? Also, there's a dude who's totally gay for me and won't stop trying to fuck me. Hey. He saw me first. He saw me first. He just has a thing for Italians. It's very weird. It's just very bizarre. And he just won't admit it.
Redboy, you can't, Chris. He's relentless.
I mean, he probably doesn't last long, let's be fair.
Oh, that's... maybe.
Listen, TBI's made him a one-pump chump.
Bro.
Listen, it's... Chat, we're here. I put it in the Discord. We're gonna be covering a guy that killed his fake family and made his entire life a Metal Gear story. I am not kidding. It comes with, and I shit you not, fake child drawings. Chris, we know you're not into Ben.
Chris, I understand.
You're only into Diesel, and that counts in a different way. No, I'm into women.
He don't care. He'll objectify you anyways.
TLDR of part 1 for those of us who missed it.
Chat, YouTube is cucking me. I can't put... Your new goal is to review Keffels' BDSM gear. I would just put it on the side. I wouldn't put it on screen.
Oh, I thought you were saying chat's goal is to go somewhere else.
No. The goal is so we get there.
Okay. Maybe Falgi review Keffel's gear. Balji will buy Keffel's BDS gear and
No.
try it on. And
No,
review it.
I'm not
No.
trying it.
No.
How else would you review it?
I'm not buying it. That's insane.
We're gonna find out. 10 super chats. We'll find out.
Greg, no.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just playing the music. Is it online merch? So,
It's not. There's no way it's in person.
We could do
so it's
a
online
stage
merch. From what I've heard, there's nothing in the Bible that they sell. Okay, flogs were in the Bible. To be fair,
talk. I mean, yeah.
floggers were in the Bible. You can't say that, Chris. Where is the last
Chris
mod?
never read the Bible.
Electrified? I mean,
Abortion was in the Bible.
yeah, they didn't have electricity in the
Electricity
Bible.
isn't in the Bible either.
Oh, I love y'all. The last VOD is up. I had to take it down for fucking copyright kerfuffles. Nothing crazy. It's just like one of those things where it's like it pops up. No, I hate that when it's like a song that's completely fine that everybody remixes, and then I have to like fucking mute it in a weird spot.
It's always you two.
Yeah. I don't know where it is. I know that they pulled it up. But I couldn't. If somebody finds the Keffel sex merch, you can DM it to me. I remember loosely what the storefront was called. You could find it in Chris the Narc's latest VOD. Oh, yeah,
Oh no, Corin, it's up right now. It just had to be taken down for like a day.
Yeah.
So if you want to like, we're gonna maybe do we're gonna do a recap for Greg, but if you want like the whole context of everything that happened last stream, that it's there, it's fucking crazy. But not like a like someone got hurt crazy, but like a what the fuck crazy.
We're just waiting for everybody to roll on in, and we're gonna start the stream. Yeah, today's a VTube stream. I'm usually on camera. I just didn't feel like it today. The music is drowning Ash.
Yeah, I'm really quiet.
You're always quiet though.
Well, I can't help it. I have the mic like very close to my face. Do I need to have it? Do I need to have it closer, chat?
I think you need to boost your audio in Discord.
Thank you, Chris. Oh.
Well, it's not good.
Why? What? Chris, what are you doing? Don't
Is
you
that
start
better?
this shit.
Is that better?
Yes, it's better.
Okay, I just turned up my audio interface a bit.
Yeah, because I can see the levels. Listen, Chris, you can always defend yourself live here. You know that.
Defend him.
I don't know. Address the gay allegations?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Damn, well, I'll just leave. Fuck.
No, Greg, we like you too. No.
Too
Greg,
many
come back.
fights of
Greg.
whiskey guns. Why? Oh, you know what? It is today's Tuesday.
We love you, Greg.
Wait, is today
You
Tuesday? No,
screamed.
today's Wednesday. You can drink somewhere.
I cut out in the middle of no. It was really funny in my ear.
let's drop that. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna start. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. We've been talking during the music time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a VTube special of the Op Block. I don't feel like turning my camera on right now because it's cold. It's just cold in my apartment. I'm tired of the East Coast being fucking cold. I'm annoyed. It's April 2nd. I would like some sun. I would like some heat. And I'm getting very fucking frustrated that none of it is here. I blamed Chris the Narc for this. You gotta blame him. Platinum with the 279.
How much to review the Keffels stuff?
I mean, we can look it over. I'm not reviewing it physically. But thank you very, very much. We hit the goal. We'll look it up. Don't get sick. Don't get cold. You know, we've been doing this. Yes, but welcome back to the Op Block, your one-stop shop for everything content, news, and research on the internet. I'm your host, FalGXC, and joining me today is some of my favorite people on the internet. You know them, you love them. We see them all the time, but they're here today. It's Ash.
What's up, everybody? I'm ready for part 2 of this.
This what?
The stream where we go over DarkId's insanity.
That's fair.
Also, I took an edible.
Fair enough. I think I found the Keffels website. Mail. God damn it. But more importantly, without further ado, you know him, you love him. He's been absent from a couple different streams. He heard that Deltarune is releasing its next 2 chapters. It's Uncool Greg.
I've been absent.
Hmm?
I thought I just missed one thing.
Well, I'm making a joke. It's called comedy. It's
you
called
said a couple. A couple means 2.
Oh,
So
comedy.
are you being funny or are you being stupid?
That's true, Chris.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about the Switch 2 being way too much money?
I thought you were gonna say woke.
No, I don't
Switch
care about
2
the woke shit.
But guys, I waited 21 years for Kirby Air Ride to come out.
I know.
Is it
I know.
DEI to buy a Switch 2? I need to know.
Well, here's the
21
thing.
years.
Well, here's the reality, though. The Switch 2 increase everything by 21% if you live in the U.S.
Ugh.
Oh my God, Tusky.
We got $90 games.
I'm afraid
so
for
you're
calendars.
saying we need to get rid of
Their
Trump 'cause of the
days are
tariffs?
numbered.
We.
I can't get my games because Trump's like, fuck you, no games for you.
I mean,
We.
Q's Latina cat fight. No. Q, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a bit.
Hey, what's going on? Heard you were losers. You're talking about the Switch 2.
No, we were talking about Steam Decks.
Oh, Steam Decks? What else?
Well, we were
Yeah.
talking about the Switch
Yeah.
2 and the Steam Decks.
Oh, how everyone's gonna get fucking railed over prices in the Switch 2? Oh, no. I have an actual complaint. I have an actual complaint. I was talking about it today. Putting de novo in the actual hardware of the Switch 2. That is fucking disgusting.
What?
Yep, that's a thing. Go
Okay,
look it
that
up
is
if you don't believe
insane.
me. Go look it up if you don't believe me. They're putting de novo in the actual hardware of the Switch 2.
Okay, that's
So,
fucked.
you know, and enjoy your shitty performance on your new games.
I mean, it's Nintendo.
On
You
your
won't notice the
$90
difference
games.
anyways.
Yeah, you want to play for a $90 game?
Again, increase it by 21%. There's a 21%
I thought it was gonna be 80.
No,
We're
it's
gonna be getting
80 and it's 80
Yes.
and then you put 10% taxes on top of that. They're going to be 90 minimum.
Well, but then there's the 21% tariff on all fucking goods from Japan.
It's $90 minimum.
Okay,
So
chat.
here's
Nimby
the
needs a
thing.
new set of switches.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
If
Stupid.
I think it is, I'm not for sure on this, but the 42% tariff in Vietnam for some fucking strange reason. A lot of electronics for Nintendo are manufactured and produced in Vietnam.
Yeah, no, this thing.
Just saying. So your Switch 2
What?
may end up being like
What is
$800
happening?
fucking dollars.
Don't make me do
800
it
fucking
again.
dollars.
Platinum,
You've
what?
shown
Yes.
Booba for 69.
Thank you,
How
thank you.
much for unbox review?
I'm not reviewing a sex toy, Aether. Thank you so much for the $27.99 Canadian, but I'm not.
It could be the gear. It didn't have to be the toy. It could be the
I'm
gear.
not
You could
reviewing the
just suit
gear
up.
either. I'm not reviewing the toy. I don't want to. I was going to say something. I'm going to keep that to myself.
What are you gonna say? Say
He
it.
doesn't want to
Say
add
it, bitch.
himself.
I'm
Oh my
bigger.
God.
I'm literally too
Don't
big
say
for
that.
most toys. It's a fucking problem.
Who said
Yeah.
toy? We're saying gear.
Wow.
We're
Why
fucking
did you say
gear.
that? Why did you say
No.
that? You did.
No,
You
no,
just
no.
said
Get fucked,
you're not comfortable.
motherfuckers. Listen,
Why?
you can't out
Why?
kink shame me.
This isn't kink shame.
Ash, you're peeking. You're peeking. Your mic's peeking.
Sorry.
Man, someone can clip that, please, and just post that on Twitter if you could. I appreciate it.
I should have skipped this stream.
I'm fucking around.
You know,
It's okay.
I've skipped over like 2 months of streams. I came back for this.
Fuck me. That's funny.
You literally could have said, "Oh, I'm not comfortable with that." You can-
I don't care. Okay, hot
So
take.
apparently, Foggy's got a hog.
Yeah,
Confirmed,
fucking
everybody.
gray sweatpants society. I know. I don't fucking
No!
care. No, I say this all the time. This I want now. I personally say this all the time.
Tremendous.
If
What?
yeah. Main promo site of Keffel's not that website. Okay, it's okay. I say this all the time. I don't really care if people like do the sexual harassment shit. I'm totally like
What?
comfortable
You
with
don't
me.
rephrase
Whoa.
personally.
Oh,
No,
You
to
don't care.
me.
Oh,
To me.
Careful,
buddy.
careful.
To me, motherfuckers.
Rephrase it. You don't care. Rephrase it. Who do you mean that? Who people? Who are the people
Chat.
that you don't care sexually
OG
harassing?
Chat
exposed. OG
Harasses
exposed
me,
guy.
I'm okay. I've said this on stream before.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Of
For
me,
us.
I don't
Of
care.
us. You doing it to you is affecting us.
Oh my God.
Fucking Louis C.K. over here.
No.
You know what? You know what? I blame Chris for this. I blame
Yeah,
Chris.
I'm about to say this would have never happened.
You know,
without
master
Chris.
of derailing. Fucking Chris out here being like, "Hey, here's some information. Let me derail your entire fucking stream."
Something massive hog.exe is wild.
But that aside, Silk Song. Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah, Silksong, that is good. I am
Silksong-
excited about Silksong.
But
don't
it
care.
kind of sucks that Silksong was just like a footnote. Like, I wish.
Yeah, that was very.
I wish it got
was like,
more
why?
because, like, the reality was, Nintendo did promote Silksong for the Switch years before it was clearly done.
You know what? The other point that people are mad about. I don't know if anyone's really talked about this yet, but the sequel, not sequel, the wannabe sequel to Bloodborne 2.
Yeah,
is gonna be a
Bloodborne
Switch-
2. Yeah, legally
No, it's
distinct
not.
Bloodborne
They're
2.
just- Yeah.
It's a PvPvE, so it's probably like an 8-man extraction type style like Night Rain's gonna be, except that's
Yeah.
PvE only.
Yeah, it's legally distinct Bloodborne 2, but what it uses is whatever Night Rain's Elden Ring DLC system is. But they extended it a little bit. It's very clear. I think it'll be a little bit of Bloodborne. I think it'll be a little bit of Sekiro a little bit, I think. Just from some of the gameplay looked less Bloodborne-y, to me anyways.
But those trains, though.
I think
Yeah,
it
trains.
looks...
Oh, and Rocket.
the rocket guy? Hot take. It looks okay. I don't think it looks that great.
Yeah. I mean, it's a game I'll never be able to play.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, it is Korean. They announced like technically a spiritual successor to Bloodborne because it's going to be only on the Nintendo Switch.
From Software will let you do anything except release Bloodborne on PC at 60 FPS. I'm just saying.
It's
I'm just
Sony,
saying.
but it's a Sony
Also-
property though. It's on Sony. It's like the whole
It's gonna be-
thing. They have to talk to Sony.
There's gonna
Well-
be Yakuza 0 director's cut.
Yes, which is
New
just.
scenes.
I don't know if I believe that. I think they're just going to be updated. I think what's going to happen is that the weird talking scenes are just going to get an update.
Yeah, hopefully, because a lot of them were like slideshows.
Yeah, but I like the slideshows. The slideshows were really good though. They were stylized slideshows. The camera
Yeah.
work in them were really good.
I will say that one last thing I will mention Switch 2. So if you have any thoughts about Denuvo and how weird Denuvo cracking might be, I may have a stream where I talk about Denuvo cracking. I don't know, shameless plug for my own channel.
Yeah, you can shameless
Check out
plug.
Review Tech QSC.
No,
QSA.
no. Cynical report.
What,
Change your
Your
name.
your at is the Review
Oh,
Tech
yeah,
QSA.
I'm at,
You can
yeah.
cha-
I
okay,
thought you changed
again,
it, yeah.
you can change the at. I have to tell Diesel he can do that too. I don't understand why Diesel doesn't do that.
It's because
Also,
I
by
have
the
Diesel
way,
IRL
Empress,
now.
that cracker who does do Denuvo
Empress is
cracking,
insane.
she's insane. She is crazy.
He, whomever they may be, are insane.
She unironically has a cult, and
Yeah.
she calls it her cult.
She does.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, other things from the Switch. I will say this: Pokemon Z to A is probably the most exciting thing I've seen out of Pokemon in the last decade. Was not fully sold on Legend of Arceus. Personally, I liked the motif, didn't like the way it ran. It seems like the Switch 2 will make it run a little bit better because it clearly has to work on both systems. So, it's gonna run better on the Switch 2. It just has to, or I'll lose my fucking mind. And I will say that Game Freak in the Pokemon Company is a shitty company. You shouldn't buy their games. If they
yeah.
continue to fuck up just performance issues.
Word.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe when they did actually decide to innovate their own games, they might be interesting.
apparently they still have like a bare bones like development team as well. They don't get a lot of help for it. Apparently, I don't know how true that is.
And yet they're owned by Nintendo. Tremendous.
Nintendo refusing to talk deep about hardware is worrying.
They've never done that though, right?
Yeah,
They
they've
never do
never
that.
really done
Yeah,
that.
they never talk. They never do that.
I know that it's a minor plug. If you don't follow Gene Park on Twitter or Blue Sky or wherever the fuck he is, please follow Gene
I love
Park.
Gene Park. He's great.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I know this in talking with Reggie Fils-Aimé in his book as well as just talking to him personally. Wii Sports was only free for the Wii because Nintendo of Japan had to relent. Because they were like, "Oh, we don't like giving our games for free." And he's like, "No, you do this. This is a brand new console with a brand new way to play. You need to get it done." He is like Bizarro Grums. That's insane. That is funny to say. He is Bizarro Grums. You could say that for both Gene and Reggie. Did they promise no more drifting? They can't promise that.
Yeah, they can't promise anything legally.
Yeah, they can't.
Because
They
if
can't
it happens,
promise
then
that.
they're upheld to promises.
Yeah, no, they cannot
They can promise you fun, and
Yes.
in like little asterisks, fun may or may not be determined by the courts of law.
If I'm being honest, I'm very concerned with the longevity of the Switch because there's magnets inside of it.
How do they work?
That's what I'm saying. There's magnets inside of the Switch too. I'm incredibly curious about the longevity of that console because how do the Joy-Con stay on if something happens with the magnets? And how
Well-
do you know that the magnets won't fuck up the console years later?
You probably just it's probably going to be a situation where you have to crack it open, void your warranty, put new magnets in.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't guarantee that it won't fuck it up entirely. I'm more concerned. Wait, magnets, how do they work? We're
they
not.
don't.
They don't. No. But that's what I'm saying. Like they don't last long, and I'm curious to see if the magnet can actually fuck up the console. Magnets could be made for electronics. Yes, I do know that. I'm just very curious if it's possible. Because again, the Switch isn't a perfect console. Nintendo isn't always the best with its hardware. But that's like just kind of the way it is. They've never shown off hardware specs. I think this, honestly speaking, was the most they've ever shown it off when it came to gameplay resolution, because they knew how poorly docked Switch is received. That was like a whole problem. I don't know if I will be happy if it actually in docked mode doesn't just upres games, but it gives better processing power for games. I don't believe so, but who the fuck knows? Again, I will await like something like a Digital Foundry or somebody who does like hardware stuff and will break a Switch 2 just to see if the thing is actually doing what it's supposed to do. But chat, more importantly, it's time. It's time to go back to the DarkId Chronicles, everybody.
Who?
Oh,
we'll go over it.
Chat.
Okay.
Last time on the DarkId Chronicles, we found out about the DarkId, an old something awful Let's Player who lied about his entire life with his former moderator, Speedball. Yep.
Wait, hold on. Start again. What the fuck? There's so
Speedball?
many words, so many names happened.
We're gonna get there.
Okay,
We're gonna
the
get there.
DarkId is a screenshot Let's Player known for Drakengard 123 playing that, and then Nier.
What is screenshot?
So something also is a form, and the way that people did Let's Plays is they would take screenshots and then write what happens.
Mhm.
They either make like
okay,
a story or they recount how they're playing. Another
Right.
famous one is there is a famous screenshot Let's Play of Phantasmagoria 2 where they actually interviewed the gay best friend in that review or Let's
And
Play. really
what
cool.
is it? The down the rabbit hole. We talked about the Dwarf Fortress one. The famous
Yes.
Dwarf Fortress one.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that one. I have to check that out.
It just came out recently, last month, I think.
Oh yeah. But
Okay, sorry, go on.
go Falcon, you can regale
Oh,
us.
sorry. I saw something.
Yes,
that
I'm
said-
waiting. I'm waiting.
I saw
Entertain
something
me.
that said the $49.99 may be inflated price.
Okay.
What-
Okay. So
what-
I'll
Oh.
for the
I got
Switch
it,
too.
I got it.
Any-
So-
okay. So
I'm back. So yes, this Let's Player known by the name the DarkId disappeared from the internet after supposedly, quote, dying from cancer. But recently, somebody accessed his something awful account. This led to a cavalcade of old collaborators and former something awful friends to discuss the many lies of the DarkId. In one, his fake adopted daughter Ellie died mysteriously due to antifreeze. Then, his wife, or his ex-wife, related to Himmler, the famous Nazi. He had to kill his mother-in-law to stop the nuclear warheads from launching. I'm not kidding you, this is a story he told everybody. He once
Yeah.
had to fight his father-in-law by chucking a grenade. They were on the opposite side of a PMC conflict, and he chucked a grenade outside of a building and shot his eye out. Does
What?
this sound like
What?
a Metal Gear plot?
I don't know. I've never played them.
no.
Now, shut up, Greg. You have
His
two played it.
son's name is Jack. Then he met Hikari, his former childhood best friend that he saved from bullies, then stopped her from jumping off a bridge because people were being racist to her. Then he killed her long-lost Yakuza lover because she herself is a Yakuza princess, and he must fight for her honor. I
Okay.
shit you not. These are stories that
Yay.
he told. There is a 44-page Google Doc with all of this information with screenshots.
This also
Oh
was,
yeah, that's right.
being
That's how he got his
retold by
PS5 because the Yakuza.
She got her
knew
PS5.
But that's how the PS5 was gotten for them because her Yakuza family knew somebody at Sony that got the fucking
That's crazy.
PS5 for cheap.
Imagine
Yes.
using mob connections to get a PS5.
And yes, his lesbian daughter named Ellie had a girlfriend named Rebecca. Coincidentally, his daughter's name was Elheim. I wonder.
Huh?
Yes, he adopted her with the name Elheim. Weirdly enough, Ellie, for short, her girlfriend, Rebecca, definitely not from The Last of Us, legally distinct from The Last of Us. And when we left off, aside from seeing
Oh.
fake childhood drawings, he literally made fake crayon child drawings. When he was visiting the grave of his dead daughter, her girlfriend came, said, "This is all your fault," and at the footfalls of the gravestone, took a gun out and blew her brains out in front of him. Brain matter scattered across the grass as snow began to fall. What is war? But what we have on the inside.
Oh my god.
Is this an April Fool's joke?
No.
He did this for years. But how he would do this is that he would put little like white lies, like so mundane it wouldn't make any sense. Like, I have pets. My pets died of antifreeze poisoning somehow in the basement. Somehow his daughter also died of antifreeze poisoning. By the way, everybody, before I can go any further, hello YouTube TOS. All of this is fake. All of this is fake. This guy was lying. None of these people are real. His cancer's not real. Like, none of this is real. Don't fucking TOS me. Yes, his daughter, who's a lesbian. Oh, that's right. He heard kittens that were born under his porch, and because he's such a man, he took his fist and punched through the floorboards of his porch, and as he was picking up his hand with splinters and blood in tow, one of the kittens latched onto his hand for safety as he pulled his fist out.
How old is this person?
Probably 40, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mid-30s.
Oh.
maybe.
It's like a Forrest Gump
Oh.
life. In
As far as we
49
know,
minutes and
no
30
one's
seconds.
seen his face.
Yeah.
But is it not this guy in the bottom right corner?
No, that's Slow
No.
Beef.
Slow Beef's another Let's Player
Who the
knew-
fuck is Slow Beef?
He's a famous Let's Player.
Slow Beef is a
Like
famous
old
Let's
head, old
Player
head.
from the
Lot of
something,
names
from
going
the
on here.
Something Awful days that was friends with the DarkId for a time.
But he like sniffed out his lies early on and just separated from him before like he apparently faked his death.
Oh, also, it should be noted that the DarkId
Oh, he
made...
faked his death?
Yeah, he faked his death. We'll get there. The DarkId
Okay.
also created a cringe post on his Patreon in 2019 when his daughter died, and he was major sad time. He created a multitude of alts. That was not only his fake wife, but his fake children, and everything in between, and the multiple fake girlfriends he would have. He's amazing. Greg, this is the most amazing man I've ever seen on the internet.
But he's dead.
No,
No,
he's,
he
he's
says
he-
alive.
he
He's
faked his
very
death.
alive. He faked his death.
Okay.
I've said this openly. The DarkId should return on his Patreon, which is still getting money, by the way.
He had a Patreon?
He has a
Yeah, he has a
Patreon. Yeah, he moved over to Patreon so people know what his voice sounds like.
He streamed. I unfortunately hadn't. I didn't know he streamed, so
Again,
I never got a chance to hear him.
I'm not encouraging you to go to his Patreon and steal his content, but I'm sure somebody already has. Please don't do that. I'm just saying that it literally probably have happened.
Fucking main character syndrome.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that we missed in our small recap. Oh, I go on, because I was gonna say something after.
No, one second.
Oh, yeah, the show notes. It's okay.
Did the Russian Nazis show up during that segment?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's later.
Oh, he also fought.
So
he also fought and killed his number 2 because of I'm saying nano machines.
Number three.
No, it was number 2. Remember, it was number 2. It was the secretary lady.
Wolfie.
Lesbian secretary lady. No, Wolfie was Sakari's long lost lover that he had to murder because they were on the opposite side of a conflict.
Oh, okay.
There's so much stupid lore.
Greg, I have a question for you. Does this feel like Omegaverse shit to you somehow?
No, does that get wrapped into it? This feels like dark internet lore, and it's gonna turn out like the guy is actually a cop in his hometown, and he's like celebrated. Or something,
this is like
a secret.
Okay,
a secret internet dark life.
I'm calling out
to write.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I need to call out FPS Diesel. He shattered me yesterday. So we're watching things. He was playing fucking
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
And he's like, "Oh yeah," because we tell him a little bit about this. He will cover this. I sold him on it. He tells me, "Oh yeah, you know that guy who made the This Is Fine cartoon with the little dog? He's probably a pedophile."
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, no, people looked into him. He's like, True Blue one, like he's in prison kind."
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
And I'm like, "What?"
I heard about that.
Yeah, Schmorky? I'm like, "Who the fuck is Schmorky? What is happening?"
I thought Diesel was fucking with us when he said
I thought he was too.
I heard of that too.
And now I can't look at that fucking thing the same way anymore. Yeah,
Crazy,
not
right?
Stone Toss.
You know, also chat.
No. Stone Toss is still looking for his missing foreskin.
That's true.
Okay, chat. One time, chat. Diesel says he's gonna get some oranges, and I'm like, "Hey, Diesel, how do you like your oranges?" Because I want to know if he like slices everything. And he says he eats the rind.
Yes, he eats the rind.
I don't know why he did that. To
What?
It was April Fool's.
What?
No, he was very serious about it.
I needed
April Fool.
No, he was extremely serious about it. Like,
you guys,
he was serious. I remember
him on April Fool's Day.
He disappeared. He didn't even know it was April Fool's.
That's the ultimate April Fool.
That's part of the joke.
I mean, he is the April Fool. All right, chat.
He did admit he was fucking with me, but I was still just like, I was
posted on
sincerely
Twitter.
asking how you eat your oranges.
Yeah,
all
but
right,
it's
chat.
April Fool.
Are you ready?
Believe
Are you
nothing
ready
on April
to get
Fool.
into this?
Oh,
we
no.
still have. We're 49 minutes in,
anymore.
and we still have 2 hours left.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, that's how much fucking
I got
lore
tired.
dropped in 2 hours and in 49 minutes. So much lore dropped.
I
You
think,
got
like,
me for an hour.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's kick it.
From Resident Evil. Ellie's from Xenogears. Rebecca's from Resident Evil. Theo's from Metal Slug. Ashley.
Oh, that's right. His first wife's name was Theo,
yeah.
as in Theo from Metal Slug. I forgot about this. Yeah, you're dropped right in. No context, chat. We're in it.
Hey, we
I
have a
think
better
is Resident
review.
Evil 4, but who knows?
Beef Stew was he has it right. Yes, he once told a suicidal chat member to kill himself.
What?
Ellie talking to him, and then after a while, but even though he said he knew that it wasn't really her, it's just his.
Oh yes, he had PTSD dreams of his daughter, his daughter, and his daughter's girlfriend, both of which who are now dead, telling him to kill himself constantly.
Okay, so the video skipped back a bit.
Yeah,
trying to guilt trip
This
him,
is
and
where we
eventually
are.
Rebecca would show up in the dreams too, and it's like, "Hey, I'm here too." And I'm like, "Okay, either he's Rebecca is the dead daughter's girlfriend. You got that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
I'm just making sure we're at a
From Resident Evil. Ellie's from Xenogears. Rebecca's from Resident Evil. Theo's
so
from Metal Slug.
fucking lore is
Ashley DeLon,
insane.
I think, is Resident Evil 4, but who knows?
Beef Stew was he has it right. Yes. He once told a suicidal chat member to kill himself, but later claimed it was Rebecca hijacking his account out of revenge.
I heard
What?
Yeah.
What is happening?
That is.
Yes, this child told somebody to kill themselves.
Teenager.
Still a child. Still a child. I don't care. The teenager's a child.
So this teenager hacked this big scary military man's account to make him say kill yourself to a random chatter.
Jesus Christ.
That, yeah. That was like, yeah, there was like some fucked up thing where like somebody was like actually like, yeah, talking about like potentially harming themselves, and then he said a thing that was like, yes, you should do it, or some weird thing, and then later was like, oh, that was, yeah, like, that was Rebecca, I guess, hijacking the account, allegedly. Wow. Yeah.
Well, not his
Yes,
proudest
go
moment in
Persona
hindsight.
3 yourselves. Chat, by the way, remember, if you donate to the goal and it's something voice acting related, I will do the voice acting for you. We did this last stream.
No, not at all.
Huh?
No, that's the thing about this too. There's like,
The chat was asking me to do voice acting things, so I did.
You
Are
have
we no
one
longer
voice.
feeding the dog?
I am PNG today.
Oh, okay.
generally some like kind of fucked up shit in this too. That's like,
gear.
Yes. Or look at it.
like that's not really funny. You know what I mean? But then fortunately, there's a lot of other stuff too that, you know, but like,
That
geez.
is funny.
Yeah.
So you know, he mentions a lot about the stupid cat Siegmeyer. You know how it likes. Hikari mentions he just like pounces on you when he wants to settle in on you, like smash himself into her chest.
Okay.
Or that he would jump straight into his lap and smash his
Uh-huh.
balls. You know, when he's
Oh,
sitting down.
yes. The cat would repeatedly smash his balls. Fake cat would repeatedly smash him in the balls.
You know, that's the biggest sin right there, is faking you have a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Speaking
Showtime,
of the
we're watching
dog.
a stream of Gridman.
Oh, yes, and the dog died. But when somebody
Yeah.
looked up the dog's picture, it was literally the second image. It was the second page of images. Like, people were constantly calling him out for years, and nobody cared.
Gridman anime,
Mhm.
and it is a good anime, and so he's
Is he faking he has balls?
No.
Yes, the fake all the fake pets die. Remember, chat. Every pet dies.
so in the middle he goes like "Arr! Arr!" We hear a thump, and
Asterati became a
Honestly,
member.
yes.
Asterati celebrates 3 months of membership. Why let the truth get in the way of a good shit post?
I've said this. If this motherfucker came back and straight up said season 2 starts now, it would be the greatest moment of all time. It would, no joke. If this guy came back and said, hey, season 2 starts now, I beat cancer, I shot it with a gun, I'd be in it. I'd fucking pay for the Patreon. I'm not even kidding. This is amazing. Yeah, I want season 2 of the DarkId.
and he's like, what was he just doing a bit? Because there was a guy in the anime who also fell over. What's going on? He gets online a second later, and he's like, goddamn cat jumped into my balls on stream. And
Why would
I
you
thought
fake
for
that?
sure he was doing a bit because the scream didn't sound real to me. It sounded, someone else said, it sounded like a guy in Yakuza going down after Kiryu beats him up, you know?
yeah, yeah.
That's insane.
And everyone
I
thought that,
360 no scoped my cancer. Why not? Based. Very based, buddy.
that comment was funny, you know?
Sure.
But you know, with the realization that the cat was probably as fake as everything else, he did that in the middle of a stream for kayfabe. Why?
I heard a story too where like he was some other stream, he was yelling at like his kids like off the mic, just like, okay,
Yeah.
honey, don't do that, but like they and like responding to them, but you couldn't hear them actually. Like he was just yelling to fake people to try to film it.
Oh yeah, and he do that a few times. Like, hey, did you hear some giggling in the background tonight? That was probably Hikari. I'm like, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
This is so awesome. Oh my god.
Okay. The friend mentioned to me, we forgot to mention his daughter was in the hospital for cancer while he was in an airport, and he posted about wanting to hijack an airplane.
Yeah.
What? What? Why does this man wanna? Why is this man saying I'm gonna hijack an airplane to see my daughter? What is happening?
Because she's dying of cancer. He needs
What
to,
the fuck?
he needs to get back to her.
What the fuck? Again, for context for those who just popped in, this guy said that he ran a fake paramilitary group. One in which was
In Canada.
Yes,
apparently.
one in which that was in multiple conflicts in like the Middle East and in other parts of the world. I so he's saying this dead ass.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, because like, oh, I mean, but I want to hear the story from you because like, I just yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
The story
yeah,
I'd heard was that apparently he was on his way, like, he was flying to the daughter who was apparently in the hospital, you know, and dying. And he had, like, people on the Discord had to talk him down from hijacking the plane.
What?
I guess to get there faster or something. Which, like, is the
Yeah.
worst idea you could ever have, I would think.
Imagine going to Discord and be like, guys, I need you to stop me from hijacking this plane. What the fuck?
Stormy's crying again.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, Stormy. I would cry too. Greg is just beautiful.
I don't know why she's crying.
Gotta flirt
At this
with
point-
Greg on fucking stream, dude.
I flirt
No,
with
it's
Greg
not a flirt.
off
It's just
stream.
a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But, okay.
Yeah, like
That's the way I heard that one. And then, because then he tweeted a story also about the daughter is dying. And then Theo texts him like, you need to get the fuck down here right now because your daughter is dying or something. Like, up here because your daughter's dying right now. Which, like, is wacky to me because if you're, like, having a cigarette break or whatever, like, your wife is taking the time to be like, you need to get the fuck, not duck, fuck.
Oh, yes, I forgot about this. What we also missed is that after his daughter died, he shared a story about him and his wife having a bare knuckle brawl to the point where they're bleeding, there's punching, there's kicking, there's potential broken bones. Like, there's blood everywhere to the point where they say, we beat each other half to death. And then the wife, no hold bar, says, you know we're gonna fuck after this, right?
Bro just got done watching They Live.
The kung fu.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
they have,
put
like,
those glasses on.
Yeah, DV to hate fuck. I was like, and again, remember, she was the one that initiated it. Fucking insane.
Here, you know what I mean? Like, just say get up here now or like whatever. Like, it's
Yeah.
wild. Like, damn it. Let's see. I don't remember. All right, Rainbow Naki. I don't remember people needing to talk him down from hijacking the plane. Just mentioned he wished he could so he could arrive faster. Okay, I think.
right.
Gotcha,
Yeah, it
okay.
was like he wanted to, but couldn't. You know,
I say. Gotcha.
it's not like no. I think that would have stretched credibility even for him.
Sure. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Let's see. Early on in our, Tuesday night friend group, which
ARP 1030.
split up-
Let's see. ARP 1033. I do remember people asking what flight he was on, so he deleted those tweets, and now he was stuck in an elevator.
Oh my god. Okay, we're getting to flight info. I'm gonna speed up a little bit, only because these are the stories that are dragging a bit.
Jeez. Anyway.
Oh yes, I Alpha. Yeah, he was also there for most of it. All his art he sent it for his LPs, probably drawn by him. I remember once mentioning how one of the arts was, and he's like, "I don't remember that," and said, "Well, I do. Well, how do you remember something that my son drew?" I'm used.
All right. So for reference, for those who don't know,
Do you want me to send it to you?
you sent it to me before.
Yeah, it's the last thing I sent you.
For those who don't know, I don't know what just happened. Platinum 8
How are these
699.
stories more believable than Alex's response?
No.
Was there a
That's
brick involved?
amazing.
Was there bricks involved?
There was a grenade involved at one time.
I mean, that's
So
close.
these were allegedly done by his son or daughter, but he made these himself. So there's a bunch.
They're
I'm not
pretty good.
reading this again.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're
Age-
pretty good
age 30,
child
35 or
drawings.
whatever.
Did he put it on the refrigerator? That's what I want to know.
Do you think that he like completely disassociated and like acted out all of his family members that are like non-existent?
He like went into a little space like Hopeless Peaches.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh, you
no.
might not be wrong, dog. You might be right. Yes, bricks out for Harambe.
His father, and I said, not anymore. Which I thought was a pretty good burn, and he just goes. He posts the pictures of some guy's jutting eyebrows and is like, this is what I look like right now. Allegedly, he has resting bitch face. Of course, I've never seen his actual face.
Okay.
We'll never know.
No.
But yeah, that was the one time I really singed him.
Where's the
all right,
fantastical shit? Come on.
So there was a big split, a big server split. Most of the original group
Yeah.
split off into a separate Discord because
the good old
challenged him
Splinter
over the card being
Discord.
real or not. There have
Yeah.
been a few incidences where he was posting as one person but still logged in as the DarkId, stuff like that. I
Mhm.
thought, okay, they're using the same computer. That could happen,
Sure.
And so I was sort of juggling both Discords at once, and then at some point, I'm not even sure how the hell he managed it. He convinced me to sever from all of them, saying that they were trying to get in my head by being friendly, and I don't remember the exact combination of words he used. Indestructible Cat was part of the group that I severed from. Seth series, that was another one.
I assume these are all old something awful people. I can only imagine.
Got another
There's a
lore
couple.
here.
Like when they mentioned Voidburger, I know Voidburger, but a couple of these names I'm not
Unironically,
familiar with.
I have
What's up?
not even thought about something awful in like 15 years.
Yeah, no.
Is it even still up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Rest in peace, low tax.
Yeah, we're right. Like even after Lolcow died.
Yeah. You still have to pay money to make an account and then pay money to access archives.
Oh, what a shocker!
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares?
So
Seth Theory's best friend, Emily, who was hilarious. And yeah.
So I remember, so after the daughter died, and I saw Hikiyari, and to be fair, like, again, like, I thought Hikiyari was a new person, and this kind of convinced me this was bullshit, and, because the thing that, like, when I was talking about this with, somebody, Doc, actually, a few days later, and basically, I said, like, Doc pointed out, too, like, during all this, in order for Hikiyari to take over the server, he has to, like, give her admin, like, make roles for her and stuff, so, to me, I'm like, wait a minute, like, his daughter's dying, and he's like thinking like, I gotta go into my Discord settings, I gotta give admin to this person, and then it's like, you handle it, because it's like, I have 2 kids, and God forbid something happens to one. Like, who cares about Discord or the internet for, like, you know what I mean?
Only
Like,
someone would prioritize that if that was their only actual life.
Right. Yeah. So like that's like what convinced me like this is all like I was kind of done with him then, and like I kind of I stopped talking to him. I remember Hikiyari I saw in one of my Twitch chats once, and I just didn't like respond, and like but I remember Seth Series like posted a thing about I'm not gonna be in DarkId server dealing with it, I don't really want to talk about it, and I like DM'd him just like, is it because he's a pathological liar? And it was like, yeah, and then so
I love how all
yeah.
these people just fucking knew.
Bad about that. Seth said all is forgiven since then, but I haven't really been.
I mean,
but yeah.
It's kind of hard to not know, given.
Oh yeah, no, I
just
know.
how
But it's just
egregious
funny.
the fucking lies are.
It's just they're insane. Like these are the most intricate lies I've ever heard in my entire life.
I mean, look, it's I get it because it's like somebody you like kind of talk to and believe for a while, and oh geez, I'm reading some stuff in chat.
Fuck the kids, the Discord hierarchy.
It's like sucks in a way when they like they kind of manipulate you and like turn people against each other and shit, So like,
Yeah.
I totally get. This is like a weird gambit because you never expect like somebody to take the lies this far, That's like even when I was like I wasn't sure about the wife because a lot of times I'm like, this is weird. Like I don't think she would write things like this, and why does she have like the same kind of video game humor? But then I'm like, but the alternative is he's like doing the sock puppet with himself for like this crazy long time. That can't be right until the bar fight like tweet she wrote, which then I'm like, okay, yeah, she's taking shit. There's no way. So like, but yeah.
I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt right up until the day he quote was going to die. When you posted your little sound clip.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll talk about just. I just want to like point out something in chat too. So apparently to cover it up, he said that like, oh my god, he said, iCat and I'm sorry, I'm trying to like
Seth Series
Seth Series and iCat were like Kiwi Farms Nazis. Like holy.
Yes.
Yo.
Okay.
Kiwi Farm shout out.
Okay. I see. I see where we are now. Okay. Hey, Star Sprinter with a $4.99.
Thank you.
How much you want to bet the Something Awful archive is kept on cassette tape cold storage? I paid to info dump. Oops.
Here's Something Awful for him is still alive. We pulled it up last stream.
That's crazy.
But he did transition to Patreon after a certain point when he started live streaming. it also appears, from what Ash was telling me, you can actually pay to change people's like user profiles
Yep.
on something awful.
You can change the profile pic and a quote underneath the profile pic.
Which is weird.
So if you ever see
It's
me on something
funny,
awful,
actually.
the PFP is not what I paid for. Someone paid for that for me.
That's so funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yes, he said that. Yes, he said that.
What
And
an asshole!
I very foolishly believed him on that without checking or anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and yes, he did create a safe space for queer people, but and he built up this image of himself as being a very cool person to be around,
Yeah.
Yeah, his lesbian dead daughter.
But like that was all fake, so he wasn't really clout chasing so much as like trust farming, I would call it. Like he's accumulating trust from people, like a cult leader.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So one of the funnier oh man. So I would have so there was some younger member of the group who slowly became one of the mods. Like many young trans people, went through multiple names throughout the time. So forgive me if I got it wrong. I won't even name the names.
Sure.
But
Usernames,
anyway,
you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Username and real names, apparently.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway,
Sure. Yeah.
I don't.
Sure. Yeah. But right.
A safe space for for queer people in the Yakuza is all we fought for. Listen, Kiryu fucks, but you don't know which gender.
Yeah. Anyway, so this person was real. I've actually seen photos, videos, talked to. Actually, was apparently some sort of linguist who knew Finnish, was from Finland, and Japanese and Chinese. I forget which Chinese, but so it was full of fun little language tips whenever we were watching anything from China or Japan or whatnot. And apparently started to cling to it like he was a father figure.
Oh no! Then he got a real child! Many such cases, clinging to someone who isn't your dad. Lio from the ether. Lio Convoy, I know you're there, buddy.
Shut up.
Remember that TikTok meme? And the boys trying to summon Lio Convoy.
Yeah. No. He was in our fucking live spaces recently.
I don't believe you.
He popped into VC for a bit.
Yeah, he popped into VC.
But
April Fools.
Yeah. Listen, I take the piss out of Lio.
Our autism scared him away.
Yeah, the collective autism of the server. Oh.
We had some uncomfortable joke, and he's like, "I'm gone."
I mean, the joke was hilarious. I can't believe you guys asked him that, though.
Well, we're in the middle of it, and he wanted to know the context, so we told him the context.
Okay, you don't just ask somebody, how many children do you think you could take in a fight?
No. So it's like, sorry, from first grade to 12th grade, with each grade going up, you add a new child. When do you think you couldn't fight the children anymore? I'm like a 6th grade, definitely. The kids would kick my ass. So I can do 5th grade and below, because it's 5 and they're 5. It's 5 and 5. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, but how many at once?
It's okay. So it's let's
So
say
it'd be
you're
12.
gonna say
It'd be 12 kids.
12 for 12th grade,
At least
7th for 7th
12,
grade.
At least.
Yeah, it'd be 12
So
for
if you
12.
fight you fight one kindergartner, then you fight like two. Well, actually, no.
So
Wouldn't it
so
be,
there's
would you
13. So
fight
if it's kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
If it's kindergarten, then it's 13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it would be 13.
Because it goes down. So it's 1 12th grader, 2 11th graders. Bro.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Somebody
Right?
do that math. It'd be
Right?
13. It'd be 13 kindergarten. Hold on. So 12.
No, it was Killjoy's
11.
thing, but
Killjoy can explain it in the chat.
Wait, 10.
This is
10.
Metal Man with the $5. Thank you so much, ma'am.
This is a real scale, Falgi.
To be fair, the question is I devised a bunch of bored military folk. Yeah, no, it's funny.
9.
Like, I do think it's, like, actually funny because it reminds me of the It's Always Sunny scene where they're just beating the shit out of kids. You shouldn't hit kids, by the way. This is for comedic purposes
7.
only.
They did that joke at the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, by the way.
Yes, I do know that.
5.
How many people want to kick some ass?
4.
While Greg does that math, remember, chat, like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are between 51 and 49 subs away from 1K.
I ran out of fingers. It would be like 50 kids, probably more. Probably more than 50 kids.
But
It's gonna be like those fun Elden Ring where they hack it and they used to like 20 balls go after Melania.
20 balls for Melania. 20 balls for Melania. Going once, going twice. Sold.
According to him, this was all secondhand from him. So
Yeah.
it's okay if I.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What is it? 12 kindergartners to fight now. It didn't work. It worked better in my brain than it did out loud.
Oh, you're dead. Okay, daughter. And she broke down crying, and like she'd been weepy enough before in the past that I would believe that was all real. I'd gotten a few just for fun, watched solo movies with her because we had a good time then too. There was nothing to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, after a certain point, he tells me that I remember you swore at her to shut up when we were all watching Witch of Mercury together, and I'm like, don't remember doing that. I mean, I know you're probably not lying to me, but I really don't remember that. That's weird. Did I just whack it out? And he says, anyway, forget about watching stuff together. That's done. You scared her. I'm like, okay. Now, looking at it from the outside in, I can see now he probably was like trying to mold her into like me being friendly.
Wow.
And he claimed that I was the one who was jealous that they were bonding, and like, what? That didn't even occur to me, man. I'm like, so all right. After the big falling out where I was kicked out, which wasn't that much longer later, senior, he's been telling me, he and Hikari has been telling me both that I've been acting erratically and pissy, and I was coming off of one of my major medications at the time. I was getting off the Xanax, because Xanax can be habit-forming.
Sure, yeah, okay.
So, and I was really grumpy, but so this built up over time, and that was their excuse for kicking me out of its Discord. Like the weekend before, I had mentioned to Id, like, Hikari's weirdly cheap about certain things, and he like goes off on me. Well, maybe she doesn't have a good income, blah 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 blah. Like, Jesus, okay, I'm sorry. And like the next weekend, he still said the same thing, and I talked to the number 3 guy who made the entire Discord.
The number 3 guy.
Run, Robert Denby, not his real name. It's a reference to MST3K.
Right.
Elusive Robert Denby. Anyway, he was the movie guy. He actually has his own channel where he just watches rare movies.
All right, so the battle royale goes at this: 1 first grader, 2 second graders, 3 third graders, 4 fourth graders, 5 fifth graders, 6 sixth graders, 7 seventh graders, 8 eighth graders, 9 ninth graders, 10 10th graders, 11 11th graders, and 12 12th graders. Grade 6 is around the time people think that they're just going to go down to numbers and a corn-fed kid. In total, that is 78 children to fight.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Are you man enough to beat up 78 children?
Find out live. That's your 1K goal, Chad.
Absolutely not. No, we can't do that. Where are we going to find 78 kids?
Get Q to 1K on the Cynical Report, and you will see Q fight children live.
Disavow.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
A quick funny aside is the day after I did my audio thing, Robert Denby reached out to me, and I hadn't known who that is, and he was like super nice and friendly, but I actually thought it was DarkId. Like one of the aliases, like, no. And then someone confirmed me. Yeah, no,
actual separate guy.
Yeah, no.
Although I don't blame you for that. I think Voidberger briefly thought I was.
You know what, Killjoy, hot take? I would pick up the first grader and start wielding him like nunchucks. That's how he gets.
That's what a lot of people do, though.
That's how you get the short end of the stick. You pick up the little ones to hit the big ones with. Again, these are jokes. We don't condone violence against children.
That's just being effective. That's just being proficient.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, it's called harnessing Kiryu's beast style.
But anyway. Then I briefly thought that
you can't trust anyone. We could all be DarkId. We could have like 200 plus DarkIds in the chat right now for all we know.
Oh yeah. Man, so like me and Robert Denby, I tell Robert Denby, he's acting real weird. Like, is he on drugs? I don't know. Anyway, so we wanted to do like a little intervention where we both temporarily left his Discord. We'd have to be invited back in, Anyway, so a few hours later on a Sunday, he gets in voice with me, and he's like, "Sorry, let's mend our friendship. Let's heal. Let's get better. We did some stuff, watched some stuff, had a few laughs, emotionally bonded. It's like everything's gonna be okay now."
They healed.
For the next couple of days, I thought that was going to be the case. Then, like, after a Sunday stream where we watched Enter the Dragon, I get this message from Hikari, who I hadn't spoken in a few days. And I was like, "You, what?" And she said, "What about me?" And it's like she comes up with like this laundry list of things.
Should be noted that Hikari is incredibly xenophobic against white people. I forgot to mention that.
This is the fake wife?
The
liar?
fake girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh,
the fake
girl.
Yakuza
Got it.
princess. What game is this? I actually don't know.
can't tell.
Did somebody ever say?
Gamers in the chat, what is?
It looks like some kind of independent indie NES game. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it never said. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. No, she's like, is this a JoJo reference? I don't know. Oh, hi, honey. I love you. Yeah, I want to know too. It looks like a roguelike Galaga kind of game. Oh, by the way, side note. Enter the Gungeon 2? Fucking okay.
What about Exit the Gungeon?
I didn't like it as much. I won't lie. I feel like Enter
Like
the
that
Gungeon.
was a game?
Yes, there's
Enter and Exit.
Enter and Exit. Exit's a little bit
Enters
of
the
a different
more.
game. Yeah.
Enters the.
Yeah, I only
think
heard
the
of
better one.
Enter.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't hate Japanese people. Hikari. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Joseph Joestar doesn't. Yeah, no. Hikari specifically hates the Gaijin, but he was a good. But the DarkId was a good one. Okay, hot
He's
take
one
on
of the good ones.
That's a good one. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, hot take on the Bravely Default remaster. Where the fuck is the second game? Where is the middle? Where's the other middle game in there? If you're gonna release those games, release all three of them at once.
Okay,
I
my
think this may
question
be
is,
UFO 50.
Is
Just
it
play- he's-
UFO 50?
Maybe
know.
one of the
Okay.
games from UFO 50.
No, because this seems way too complete.
my question is, if he's one of the good ones, does that make him a pick-me?
Oh, he's 100% a pick me. It
Okay,
it
all right,
happens a
all right,
bunch of
sure.
times.
All right.
That I have done wrong, and it says, okay, this guy doesn't trust you, this guy doesn't like you, this guy doesn't like you. All
Yeah,
the
end layers on
basically,
3DS,
I
and 2
really
is
should
on
have gone to all
PC.
of them
Yeah,
for
but still.
confirmation on this, you know?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Clearly, this is id, you know. tearing
It's
people
called the Monolith. Thank you. You could buy
Oh.
Monolith on Steam today.
Maybe.
A shameless plug.
Presumably.
I
Presumably,
guess.
we don't know that for sure.
Killjoy. Killjoy. Thank you, Killjoy.
Yes. No. Thank you, Falgy. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Killjoy. Thank you,
Valjoy, Killgy.
Killjoy.
I will say this. This is a side note. It's not going to be on the channel because it's things. But I have found a Mega Man and Battle Network TTRPG thing. Found one. Very interesting.
part because the intervention, you know, in hindsight, I just realized now I had been like a threat to his power by, you know, doing the intervention thing, you know. So of course he had to turn everyone else against me. So he like turned it. You remember that scene in Sleeping Dogs where they all like, wait, shit, you're a cop, you know, and then he says, no, actually that guy's the snitch, and they shoot that guy. That's what he did to me.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I was hurt and confused. I thought it really was all my fault. You know, I remember, you know, yeah, I was a little pissy this year.
That's terrible,
I realized
though.
everyone hated me, and this was like I was really breaking down. I started crying.
Well, yeah.
In real life and giving my family in real life a lot of concern.
What?
And I was just like a shell. And for the next couple of weeks, I thought I was just a dead man walking, you know. He contacts me a couple of times.
People, please have like therapy. Your online life is not your only life. Please, 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 please.
You can't tell Twitter people that.
I will share it in the Discord because I have the whole drive to its updated version of it.
Times, and he says, don't bother contacting any of the others. That is
Okay,
done. You are done.
side note. PyZK, thank you so much. You just reminded me I need to end my 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime. Thank you so much. You just reminded me I need to do that after the stream is over. I saw it expires tomorrow. I'm like, shit, I need to get that done. Thank you.
And don't try to
Will
come around
Faldy
like that,
remember?
nice
The
little guy,
world may
and
never
turn his
know.
heel
I'll
around
try.
everyone else, saying, if he tries to contact you, don't let him, you know, and stuff like that. And no one was responding to me. I talked to dozens of people, only like one person contacted me back, and we're still friends, thank God.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it would be Psi Alpha. And I thought I was just collapsing into nothingness, and that was really, really, really emotionally devastating.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
then I find out,
Yeah.
like afterwards, much afterwards, the day he was supposedly going to die for real, you know,
Mhm.
that apparently he'd been going, not only that Discord, but like 2 other Discords had kicked me out, banned me, and apparently he'd gone around telling them that the trans girl, whatever, fake daughter, real person,
Yeah,
appropriated daughter, whatever.
Yeah.
Said that I'd been like sexually harassing her and giving her uncomfortable DMs and things like.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm like, okay, that's just beyond the pale. All right, I would never do that. I'm Arrow Ace. I don't do that to anyone anyway. You know, like
Right.
It's like, really,
God.
guy. And right up until the moment I found that out, I thought he was just dying for real, and it was all my fault. And I tried to reconnect with him, and I did DM him, you know, once and he responded, and he says, "Hey, you chilled your tits yet?" And I'm like,
Shield your tits.
not a
I did cancel it right
What the
now.
fuck?
You calm down, like as if
Wait,
Yeah.
this game is lost media? What? Fascinating.
Told ya.
Oh.
Told ya.
This
That fucking
guy sounds
sucks.
like. Okay, so I have a question. So how recently has all this come out, or has this been around for a while?
This has been
Okay.
around for a little bit from what Ash was telling me. It's only
Okay.
recently did Slow Beef get this guy's former mod, and then they were just
Oh, that's who
talking.
this guy is.
Yeah. So Slow Beef is the guy playing the game, and the other gentleman on the other line, Speedball, is the
Speedball.
DarkId's former top moderator.
Well, he sure is living up to his name of Speedball, because he
So,
sounds like he's on an
the-
8-ball right
the-
now.
Brother, I have it at 1.5 speed.
Oh my
So,
god!
the revelation of all this happened about a year ago. So in our doc, I have a friend sent me the form where it was basically it died, and people slowly through the forum realized, oh, he's been lying about his whole entire life.
There's an entire Google Doc.
This is another person I believe that
Yeah.
also knew about a lot of his lies. They cover it in the 2 hour in this.
Yeah,
stream.
they'll cover it a little bit. His parents died in 2023. Like, this is like an entire. How many pages is this doc? Like,
44.
yeah, this
Jeez,
is like
wow.
everything.
43.
This is
Not everything, because it deleted his Discord.
Yeah,
So this person only had what they could get.
you find the
That's what happened.
Itch.io page. Great. Yeah, share the
Oh,
game
nice.
in places because this game looks sick.
Yeah, I was watching him play, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
"Ooh."
like, I saw a little bit, but I'm like, what is this game? I kind of want to play it.
Oh, sorry if I'm getting a little emotional.
No,
This
I
is-
completely understand.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
in
like
the
this is,
that's really
this is,
awful.
this is the less funny part of the story.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm so sorry about this, by the way. This
Oh
is like
yeah,
terrible.
Like I was with this guy for 7+ years, maybe almost 10. I don't know. I would lost count.
Jesus.
And you know, that's a significant time to have invested in another person as a friend or whatnot. And him throwing all of that away is just like, yeah.
I mean, it's like well, that's the thing. It's like a lot of this stuff you can kind of chalk up to like just like kind of like pathological lying in the sense of like one thing I've heard a lot of stories with him is that he was drunk, like really crazy drunk on a lot of Discord calls.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
like
God.
my thing was like, okay, maybe he like has an alcohol, like a serious alcohol problem, and he has like this sort of pathological lying, like invented front or life where he's like a big hero and he's like a real tough person and he's like doing all this combat and like that's, you know what I mean? Like probably not that I'm a psychologist, probably the opposite of it, but like
Sometimes you just gotta drink.
this kind of like weird gaslighting and like horrible shit he's doing is like a lot kind of darker than I thought he was. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like before this conversation now, like I kind of felt bad
Some people are just funnier in alcohol chat.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
for him and was sort of like on the side, like I hope he killed
I
off
don't
his
really
persona
believe
to like
that.
you know
Reinvent himself.
yeah, right. But now it's kind of like Jesus, fuck that guy. Like what the
Yeah,
hell?
I know, right?
Like it's so pointless too. Like why would you even just for like, you know what I mean? Like if like to, I don't know. That's really gross. I'm really sorry about that.
Also, Q, you have a new way to say things. You can tell people to go Persona 3.
Oh, I can do that?
Just tell people to go play Persona 3.
Oh, I'm so excited now.
Go play Persona 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Go use your invoker on yourself.
No. Just
Just
say
use
go
your
play
invoker. Use
Persona
your
3.
invoker.
That's all you gotta do. Oh. That's our new thing. That's our new thing. Is go Persona
I'm
3.
so excited now. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But
I
like
mean, like it had to have been something like that, I guess, because there's nothing else that would make everyone else drop me like I was radioactive, you know?
well that's the thing. But the thing is too, it's like I feel like
You go full scorched earth on a person like that is for the stupidest of reasons.
Seriously. And the thing is, like, I think there's kind of an investment too, where if you believe all this stuff, because I know like there were a couple people like who screenshot the Discord like the day of, and there's like people in there like, we're just gonna talk about soup. And
Oh God, many lads. Yes, he did say he almost ran over Orson Scott Card once.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we just track back up?
Who the fuck is Orson Scott Card?
He
Writer.
wrote,
Orson,
He's a
okay.
writer.
Orson Scott
He
Card
wrote-
is a very famous science fiction writer. He wrote Ender's Game. He's
Yeah.
also famously Mormon. And
Psycho-
so some of
psychotic.
his
Also,
Yeah.
some
he's
of his
deeply
Oh.
homophobic.
The dude
He's
wrote
deeply
donated
homophobic.
to
good
anti-homophobic,
He wrote one
homophobic
good book.
charities.
he has
Y'all
written
are attacking
some
me,
amazing
Bimbo.
sci-fi.
Why
But he
did you know this?
You guys are like
I don't know.
no, because all of you
Ender's
at the
Game was
same
the only
time
good
are
book to me.
screaming at me
Sure,
with
that's fair, that's fair.
info.
Listen, we need to get ahead of the Orson Scott Card debate early. That's
Okay.
why
Okay,
He-
so-
he is a well-beloved author, at least for one book. He's written some Marvel comics in the Ultimate Universe. He's written some Ultimate Iron
Oh
Man.
yeah.
New
but,
or old Ultimate?
Ultimate.
Oh,
old.
okay. So
Um,
that explains. Okay,
they're
explains
gonna
a
talk
lot.
about him a bit, who he is here, if I remember correctly.
He's not a good person. Enjoy the one book he wrote
Enjoy
that's
his
good, but he's
one
not a good
thing.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
enjoy his one thing.
He's donated his money to like anti-LGBT
Yeah,
organizations,
Okay.
yeah, like
like a lot of
his-
money.
I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like the way he presents some kind of groups of people in his books is abhorrent. So
Got to that. Hold on.
we're
Yeah,
not gonna
You
go
almost
there.
Ran over Orson Scott Card.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how he knew it was him. I mean, most book authors, you don't know what they look like, but he mentioned this several times. I mean, it turns out Orson Scott Card is like this
He's terrible. Actually.
super far right crackpot, as it turns out.
Yeah. Super homophobic. Yeah.
But like,
Oh, there we go.
okay, that's almost like that time in Seinfeld where they almost run over John Voight or something. It's like, is that where he got that from?
You know what? All's forgiven if he actually ran over Orson Scott. No, I'm kidding. But
Real.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, unironically based.
Jesus Christ.
Based as fuck.
Oh man. So like, oh jeez. I remember because the day of like part of the reason also you hold on to this so long, like is like, am I just gonna like spearhead? Like, am I just gonna come out and be like, hey everybody, DarkId's a big liar? And then like I got the best ending because that's when like after I did my thing, people started to come out of the woodwork and say like,
Yes.
here's a Twitter, and it's like because the bad ending I was worried about is like nobody says anything. I was like, Jesus, Slobie, his fucking kid died. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that
I
kind of
know.
thing.
That's almost what would happen to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried about that.
He
Yeah.
almost had enough leverage to turn people against you, even. I think, maybe. I don't know. I think you're still a bigger name.
I think, and the thing is, like, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I didn't really know about any of this stuff because, like, I don't want to say like went back, but like I knew him from like way back in the day, on like something awful
Okay.
and all that. Like we did like screenshot Let's Play stuff. Like I had Snatcher and he did Resident Evil 4. We were talking and all this stuff. So it's like I feel like I always figured like he knew that I knew.
Snatcher
because I
reference.
stopped talking to him after the daughter thing, and then like
Snatcher.
He's known for doing a
Snatcher's an
Let's Play.
amazing game. Sorry. I heard someone mention Snatcher and I got excited.
Police
I love
knots.
Snatcher.
I'm just saying, police
Yeah.
knots. It's great.
I
Police
prefer
Knots is-
Snatcher. I prefer Snatcher over Police Knots. They're both good. Both good games.
It's almost
Snatcher
it's
more.
almost like Police Thoughts is a weird, soft reboot of Snatcher.
Yeah, almost like it is.
It's almost like he said why he wanted to make it again. Oh, I love that.
I just remember
Like
Woodward
Hideo's
actually
best
messaged me,
game.
Yeah.
because like I was on private Twitter
And Death Stranding, his worst game.
back when I used Twitter.
I
and,
like
like
this. Right
there was like a little group of
I'll
us.
fight
That's a keg.
Death Stranding is not his worst game. It's his most.
I think it's boring.
Controversial
I think
game?
It's dead,
No,
I know,
it's
I think
it's his
incredibly boring.
it's his thickest game. As in, like it's hard to get into. It's his most. What's the word?
I'm gonna watch the VOD, but you should really look into
Filtered.
Schmorky.
Filtered.
Okay,
There is
so
a call
here.
between
Okay,
him
I'll
and
give
his
you a hot
ex that
take.
will
I'll give you a
drive you
Hideo
crazy.
hot take.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
trying to
Thank
think
you.
of
I
what-
Joe.
think
Take care, bud.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was his worst game
That is a hot take.
because you don't play.
That's a hot
because
take.
you don't because
That's a
you
hot take.
because you don't play Metal Gear Solid 4. You watch Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, the movie exists. Yeah, I'm okay with that, though. I think Death Stranding is his worst game because
It's
think
impossible to recommend.
it's okay.
Really? You
Yes.
think so?
Yeah,
I mean, if you
I
like
can.
walking
I
simulators.
cannot recommend Death Stranding to a single person. I know one other person who has beaten it, and she's the only person I can have a Death Stranding conversation with.
I think
I've never actually played it.
I think so.
That's-
There's a
yeah.
couple different problems with Death Stranding. One, if you don't know, it's a vastly different experience if you play post-launch. Because
Post post-launch and post-COVID. For real.
Post-COVID, post-launch, like post-COVID. Also, unless you know that the game option is a thing. So so if you don't know, there was part of the interconnectivity of Death Stranding. The boss ups for 2.
Low tier
Thank you.
god, you should use your invoker. Now.
Yes, thank you. Killjoy, I'm going to get to that. So Death Stranding's whole claim to fame was
Nice, Killjoy.
if you built things in the game, if you built structures in the game, like Killjoy said, roads, other players could use them.
It's very cool. It's a very cool concept.
It's a cool concept, but if you play the game a year out, you speed through the game like it's nothing.
That is true.
Oh.
You can turn that feature off, but then you're kind of missing out on like this core
on the
game
point
feature.
of the game, like
and
the actual
and
message.
It did not come out.
and
And
the
it did not
message,
come out
yes.
with that. It did not come out with the feature turned off. They only released that in a patch later, if I remember correctly, because people were like,
you could play without internet on.
Yes, but there was specifically, if I remember correctly, there was specifically the ability to turn off other players' structures while being on the
You're
internet.
saying after the fact? I don't remember
Yes.
if it was before or after.
I know you could turn off structure. I thought it was just like I mean I can use it
Yeah.
or not use it. Whatever.
It's like it's an
Mhm.
awesome.
I played that launch. So.
Yeah,
I
it's
was,
an
like, trying to
awesome
tease them.
So,
concept, but the problem is the game is a vastly different experience if you play offline. If you instead of playing online, the whole point was to play online with other people because of COVID and everyone being desperate and distanced from everybody. And like
I wanted to do. Oh, I go finish thought.
and that inherently is the problem with the gameplay side. I think
yeah.
Death Stranding's story is terrible. I think it's interesting, but interesting in the way of seeing a 5-car pileup.
But isn't okay?
I think, and I look back on Death Stranding's story, I think the themes are very cool, but the reveals, the plot points, Kojima needs an editor. When he got off the leash of Konami, nobody is editing Kojima because it's Hideo Kojima. And that is part of the
Humongous
problem,
Kojimbo?
in my opinion, is that he critically needs somebody who can tell him no, but as the owner of his own studio and literally just told what to do. Like, he tells studios he's making a game and they say, yes, please, Kajumbo. Yes, I agree. They killed PT. I don't agree with everything Konami did.
They fucked Silent Hill into the floor for
They
years.
fucked Silent Hill on the floor. PT was definitely going to be a good game.
Castlevania.
Though, I will be real, though, to be fair, I have re-looked at the Lords of Shadows trilogy of games somewhat fondly now. They actually still played well. Some of the concepts are like kitschy for that time and era of Japanese games trying to be like Americanized games. But it wasn't a terrible game franchise. It actually sold super well. They just didn't want to do it anymore. Fauci, if you took Death Stranding...
because Konami makes more money doing pachinko machine.
No.
that's
The
true.
games also sold well.
That is true.
Yes.
He's also right.
Yes.
But I'm also right. Shut up.
I know you're right. If you took Death Stranding and Dark Chronicle games, I would be fucking ruined. I would lose my life for that game. Silent Hill has basically been relegated to horror-themed pachinko. 100% correct.
Well, the
agree.
new Silent Hill
Whatever.
was surprisingly good, from what I heard.
So
The
there's
remake?
The
new remake,
okay,
right?
there's weird. Okay, the Silent Hill remakes were good, not the Silent Hill whatever social media.
Well, yeah, whatever
games
the-
that.
yeah.
No,
whatever that was.
the
HD
most
remaster
recent
bad.
like
no. They made
ID, Silent Hill ID or something.
Yeah. That was
apparently it was really bad, and it like fucking fumbled a gay story. Like apparently it's very bad. And
The Calling or whatever.
yes, and now they're
Yeah,
doing
but it's
another
terrible.
Silent Hill, Silent Hill F, which seems to be kind of not loosely based on it, but like expanding that concept. That may not be bad.
I'm excited for it.
But again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't hate, Kojima. Aside from the fact that there are reports that he was a very shitty boss. That's besides
really?
the point. Yeah, allegedly.
Like a perfectionist type thing?
Allegedly,
I mean,
he was not a good person to work under during crunch time. But, I mean, that's kind of the games industry as a whole.
Yeah.
And especially in Japan.
Crunch is a... Yeah, they'll just... Yeah, you just kill yourself. Also, by the way, I have a side...
Japanese work culture,
I have a
crunch is
tangent.
built in. Yeah, the
She's not
concept of
here.
crunch is built in. Yeah.
She's not here, but I'm going to call her out. I'm going to call out my wife.
Okay.
So I came home. She's not here.
Okay. Maybe
You know what
she's
was
busy?
empty when I came home?
The
No,
fridge.
no.
The water
No.
bowl?
The litter box?
The
What?
food bowl.
Okay. Do they
I'm just saying.
graze?
She left.
Yeah, do you let
she
'em graze?
left her. Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. My cat never
Okay.
grazed.
Yeah, I have to
She-
feed her.
I'm just saying.
I have to
She
graze.
left. She left the children unfed. They were
Mhm.
wasting away. Just wanted to share that.
It's okay. Yeah, no, my cat was not a grazer. She would like devour food
Yeah,
immediately.
that's my cat.
Yeah.
We now have to restrict Pippi's because she's like 18 pounds right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She chunky.
She chunky.
Oh, she chunky.
kitty. She's a chunky kitty.
Okay. Yeah, basically from what I've heard, Kojima is a Kubrick type. Now,
Yeah,
Kubrick
yeah,
is
yeah.
Yeah,
not
like
Kubrick.
where he wants to shoot the same shot like 100 fucking times.
And Kubrick did.
What is maybe awful to actors.
I mean, they're both
yeah.
now dead.
R.I.P.
I'll say it out
Shelley
loud. It's very
Kojima's not dead.
no.
Shelley Duvall.
Kubrick and Shelley.
Oh yeah.
Kill it and
Well,
Shelley
they-
Duvall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
according to
very.
her- According to her, later on in life, things had she had cooled on him over time, but she also had like a lot of
mental health
Therapy.
issues.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very likely, very likely connected that he broke her. Like
Maybe.
it's just a
Ooh.
1-to-1 thing. Like there's too
Maybe-
there's
there's-
too much
maybe, I don't know.
coinciding.
Like she was never okay afterwards.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, she said that allegedly. And again, these are her words. Even if she's cooled on him, yeah, she apparently had PTSD from making them because he would scare her for real.
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't just her. It's literally
Everybody,
actor.
yes.
Everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. But Jack Nicholson is actually crazy though.
Yeah. Who's a
Jake-
Lakers fan in 2025?
Well, not even just that. Like, apparently during the filming of A Few Good Men, he did the courtroom scene, like the "You Can't Handle the Truth" scene, at full blast every fucking time. And when the director was like, "Hey, you know you can chill, right?" He's like, "No, I can't. Why would I chill? I love going full throttle. This is amazing. I will do this 50 more times if you want."
Yeah, I'm convinced he wasn't actually supposed to be in anger management. He just showed up and they kept shooting.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's great in that movie. That movie.
I like him
movie is
in
special.
Chinatown. He's really good in Chinatown.
Yeah, Jack
Also, but
Nicholson's-
director is horrible human being. So
Yeah.
we don't talk about that.
Jack Nicholson is a character.
He's weird.
Very strange family life.
Yeah.
Also, he's the best Joker.
That were like, oh my god,
You know,
what are you saying?
L.
that movie came out
No,
before
that's
you were born.
Mark Hamill. That's Mark Hamill. Fuck you.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Oh no. Oh, sorry,
L.
live action Joker.
That movie came out before you were born.
Well,
Yeah,
that-
I owned
well,
a D. Okay,
That's
so I
Jared
owned,
Leto. Then what are you talking about?
I owned a DVD, and my mom really liked those movies. I watched a bunch of old movies because of my mom, and so
Oh god.
that was the
Batman's
DVD I
considered
owned.
an old movie.
Yeah, that's
That was
crazy.
at the time when we were.
Batman
I
is
was
an old
born.
movie now.
Yeah.
Oh, kill him! I'm gonna kill myself.
I think he's my favorite Joker. I think it's because he perfectly embodies what Silver Age and then what would become the modern Joker was, and he's like the template for it. So for me, it's very much there. Heath Ledger's very good.
I mean,
Joaquin
not the
Phoenix,
TV
very
series
good.
Joker. Who was his name? It was
Mark
what
Hamill?
was his name? No,
Or you
no,
mean
No, you're talking about the
I
kid
forget his
from
name.
you're talking about the kid from Shameless, who's the Jedi Survivor dude.
no. I'm talking about
Yes,
the
Caesar
talking about
Romero.
1960s.
Gotham.
No,
Cesar
he's talking about
Romero,
Caesar
Cesar
Romero.
Romero.
Yes, Romero. Yes.
OG.
He's a better M. Bison.
That wasn't.
I thought it was
No,
Romero.
you're thinking Raul Julia. He was my
fuck,
Bison.
that's right.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody fucking mixes at a certain point, man. I have bad brain syndrome. Again, if you have not seen the original Batman with Jack Nicholson, I highly recommend it. Oh, I talked about this mildly. This is probably a thing we will do for the future because I don't know how monetization works over there. I think we'll make a Kick channel for movie nights.
What? Oh, okay.
No, we're not going over to Kick, numbnut. We'll make a Kick channel for movie night. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. I need to look.
Find out how it works. It'd be interesting, but
I'm gonna reach out to Beckett and see. And see how it works. Because I'd relegate it to the Discord at the end of the day. If Twitch still had the Amazon Prime thing, I would do it, but they ruined that.
Yeah, that sucked that they ruined
And it was
that.
literally the best feature that they ever had. And it killed specific Twitch channels. It still kind of works, but if you get claimed, you get super claimed.
Well, Neff was using it for his film class
Neff
stuff
was using it for his film class stuff. I popped in for those.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, I watched No Country for Old Men, True Grit. There was a bunch of stuff. It was fun to do. I think that's what it is. Yes. Suicide Squad is objectively the worst Joker. Look up Jared Leto 13.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Why?
And she was like,
For Jared Leto.
He's the 13th least rated Joker.
Jared Leto 13. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, he's right. Yes, Hikari used to really hate Voidburger for no particular reason. I actually have receipts of that. I have a screenshot or two of that on my phone. Where, what do you have against Voidburger? And she's like, the same stupid white bitch that will get all her friends to gang up on you. I'm like, really? Okay. Let me see if I can find that on my phone again, and I'll read it out. Okay,
oh my god! I will take any media you have, by the way. I have a little Word doc called DDI lore dump that I'm keeping.
I have screenshots.
If you want, you can skip forward because it takes them a little bit to find the screenshot.
I just kept them to remind myself.
Where do I skip to?
1:15.
Thank you.
1:15:17.
I tried posting the Voidburger video about Phantasmagoria. That was a really good one.
Hello, Chad. I'm drinking something.
2019, December 7th. Voidburger is one of those shits that have a dunk squad and back up to parrot her shit like most shitty white.
What?
You okay, buddy?
I grabbed Celsius and I accidentally grabbed the fruit punch one. It tastes like Robitussin.
Why is it in your apartment if you?
I misgrabbed it and I didn't realize.
Why'd you have it?
It's not good.
Well, if it's not good, then why you have it?
Is the most
Because life sucks, but I'm not getting another one. I opened it.
shitty white girl clout trying to be woke cunt. Ugh.
Wow.
Wow. And I'm trying to back up a bit, and I don't know.
What do you call it? I know he's right, but you shouldn't say. I'm joking. I'm totally friends with Voidburger. That's the whole joke. But anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah. Exactly. I briefly vented it and deleted it. Fuck off, fanboy. She fucking sucks. Don't talk to me again if some shitty white girl defense is what you want to do. I'm taken aback, and I said, I haven't seen her at her worst, so I'll take your word for it. I do not know her well enough to dislike her as intensely as you. That's the most diplomatic way I could have put it. You know?
Yeah, because you don't know what's going on here, and Hikari's kind of bringing race into it. Where if you know what I mean, where you're like, I don't want to get into all this, but I don't think she's that bad. I get it. Yeah, absolutely.
And a few years later, when she and Chip were an official couple, I know that DarkId himself was like, oh, they're cute together, and knowing now that they're both the same person is like, what the fuck, dude?
What? So wait, he made two people, and then they were in a relationship together?
Okay, so what's going on here? He was having Hikari sneak diss people he actually didn't like, and have it as Hikari doing it for him.
But then,
Chip? Boydburger's husband. So Voidburger ended up in a relationship with this person, Chip, and Hikari had talked shit about Voidburger, but DarkId act like there was nothing wrong and that they were friends.
Okay.
It's being girl
These
shit.
are the same person.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hikari and DarkId are the same person.
Oh, okay.
Voidburger
I
is
thought
like another.
Chip. I thought Chip was the
No,
same
no,
person
no,
somehow.
no.
This shit gets real confused. Like that's what's crazy. This shit
it
gets really
doesn't-
confusing.
It doesn't help that it's presented via this stream alone, and like if we had like a
I googled that.
I was gonna say another Frederick Knudsen down the rabbit hole of this guy.
Yeah,
could parse this.
I'll be straight up. I think I would love somebody to do a deep dive on this guy.
Yeah.
If I can get other people to cover, it's update 33 pages into writing this. DarkId deleted his entire server, whatever. I would love like someone like Beckett to cover this guy personally. I think this dude's super interesting. I think this is funny. This is funny. Like this is literally like hilarious. This is a funny deep dive. You know, this is just funny. And I would love to see if this guy is still around, but as an alt somewhere. You know, this would be great. I'm not doing it, but
And the thing is that, like, cause I was about to say, like, how does he keep it all straight? But he didn't. Like, he wasn't good at that, really. Because, like, I remember, like, where, like, he posted about the cancer thing. I saw him tweet it once, like, a year or so ago, and then delete it right away, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, he, like, told me he had cancer way back in, I forget, like, 2000, I forget. It was, like, when my mom had her surgery and all that. But, like, and, like, a week later, like, or no, a month later, he just totally forgot he told me. Which is why I always thought he was, like, it, like, was, like, a drinking thing. There was, like, maybe he told me while he was, like, bombed or something and then forgot, you know? But, like,
Yeah.
no, because, yeah, it was,
Yeah,
like...
so he had cancer for a while. So the
So he
lore,
claimed
so
he
the
had
lore is
cancer for a
built
while.
in. Very interesting. Do you think this guy has some sort of psychological problem, or is this just a deliberate grift / can't? This guy is lonely. Very simply, he is lonely. He started lying, and the lies started getting bigger and bigger over time to the point where he kind of had to play the character, and it felt good for people to listen to the character about him. That is what it is. Very simply, very easily, that's what it is.
On and off, every once in a while, he would have.
Like, there's no, like, you don't need psychological training to, like, realize that this is, like, that's what's going on. Like, the guy created a lie and he had to feed into it because he wasn't interesting otherwise in his mind. Yeah, this would be incredibly sad if it wasn't so fucking funny.
I think I'm gonna die, guys. You know, and
Also, from my knowledge, he never made like a GoFundMe about it. Yes,
No.
he faked a family to like do his Let's Plays and shit, but he never. And neither
As far as
Slow
we know.
Beef, Speedball, or in the document that I saw because I I scrolled through the document here and there. He never did a GoFundMe. He never did a sympathy scam, from what I understand. Like, this is just someone who created his ideal self because he was a nobody in real life. And that's perfectly okay. I actually think that's fine. I like, legitimately, if he wasn't just like subtly racist and trying to undermine other people's careers, this would be the most harmless shit, and I would actually be calling out like Slow Beef and Speedball for even talking about this. But because he did that, I think it's okay to like narc on him a little bit. I don't know if my co-hosts disagree with me.
I mean, it'd be if they want to talk about it, it's fine. If he didn't do like some like
Mhm.
more sneak shit, because like they're basically talking about someone who basically lied to them for their whole
Yeah.
entire relationship.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, and he lied in a way that he also tried to undermine other people's careers. He lied in a way that tried to pit people against each other. He tried to ice people out in weird ways. like that's what I mean. Like he was a shitty person. If he just lied and everyone knew he was lying and they were just chill with it, who the fuck would have cared? But like Killjoy said, the internet is forever. Why did he say this? It's because like you say things and those things are referenceable back. Yeah, exactly.
He just fuck off the internet for a while, and in hindsight, maybe he just was like wanted everyone to stop bothering him for a bit. I don't know.
That's the thing, yeah. I mean, I guess it's just sort of like, because if it's a pathological thing too, I guess at some point he's just probably like, I can't take like all the stories I've told people and trying to keep it all straight or whatever. But like, you would even think like if he came clean at some point earlier on, or like, all right,
No, this dude had a lore doc. This dude 100% had a lore doc. It's a Google Drive somewhere. Somebody find it.
not really a mercenary or something, and be like, that's fucking weird, but I like your stuff, so whatever. But like, it went so far, and then all this horrible shit he does. You know what I mean? Like, my God.
Right.
Like, you know, because and I remember too, like, in so after that day, like, the Something Awful had like a post your favorites thread, and they had posted a lot of really funny shit about it, truthfully, you know.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of people who were like, I cried like real tears when his daughter died. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's 'cause
Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked. I will say that is incredibly fucked. Like people were vastly upset. Again, I think if he said, "Hey, this is a character that I'm playing," it would have been different. But it is kind of crazy. FOIA Google for the DarkId lore doc. Fuck, I would if it was possible.
it's like you don't expect someone to make that shit up, you know? It was like, I even remember like,
it's Beef Stew who has the entire document of DarkId stuff, apparently. Huh.
gosh, Beef Stew, get to know me. No, but
Yes.
That's the thing, like, it's just such an emotional roller coaster, but I'm like, I gotta feed this into my veins. Oh God, yes, and Raving Loon, he did have stories where like Russian Nazis came to his house,
Yes.
and he had to like kill.
This was like out of nowhere. I wasn't even online when the first part of it happened. I noticed that somehow I get a notification that I'm the admin of his Discord, which he called the Gulag.
I remember that, yeah.
And I said, well, "What's going on, man?" And DM'd him, and he said, "Mission survive." And you've been a good friend. Mission survive, like Halo Reach. And yes,
What?
He claimed the Wagner Group was trying to assassinate him, you know, because he claimed to have had ties to the company that was, you know, fighting against Russia invading Ukraine.
I remember that.
What? What? How did we get here? Guys, I'm back in. Guys, they were losing me a little bit because I was like, I don't care about some of the other shit. But I'm back in, chat. I'm back. How does Snake say it? What's the line?
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh? Oh, and then Ocelot's like, bring the legend back to life. Or is that Miller? I can't remember.
No idea. I never played it.
They sent him to the gulag by the Nazis.
Which is mostly made up of Wagner Group and whatever.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, he mentioned a few times that, you know, while he wasn't involved, he would quit the company. He often had to advise remotely, number two. And oh yeah, there was one story. Apparently, so he starts like live tweeting, whatever, on Discord about how there's like 30 guys outside his house. Apparently, allegedly, his house is like in the middle of nowhere with a big white field around it. So, and he mentions, oh, these guys are idiots. They're not even wearing winter camouflage. They're wearing black against white snow. and it was like, 2 more guys. I think I can get 2 more guys. And I'm like, all right.
Okay, talking about you're gonna kill imaginary mercenaries. This man is amazing. I'm sorry. The line. Oh my God. Holy shit, this is the funniest shit ever, dog.
If he was in a firefight, who would take the time to pull out their phone and type all that out with their thumbs, you know?
No typos or anything, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, incredible.
And I said, well, what did you do with all the bodies? That's no big deal. You know, I just rent a herd of pigs and they eat it all. And, you know.
What?
Okay. You just know how to get them.
What do you mean? You rent a herd of pigs to get rid of bodies? Amazing. I told you guys, he's my favorite person on the internet so far.
A bunch of pigs over to eat a massacre and cover it up.
Plus, like, so I think somebody pointed out too, like, Prince Edward Island's not like a big city or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's a small rural town where it's like, this is so like noticeable or whatever. Not that you could ever hide this firefight, but still, like, and oh yeah, and those is like, I can't think of that emoji because I have a combat high. Like, how the hell do you ever type during this? And like, yeah.
What?
Because he also posted, we have screenshots of this too, where he was like, he had an IV in him, and he was saying like it was easier to kill Nazis when he had jazz playing or whatever, you know. But oh my god, he fed the entire hit squad to hogs. Ridiculous. Feral hogs.
Yeah.
For sure. There's oh my god, oh shit, what was the one story? There's one story where he's in a firefight with number 2, or what's her name? Ashley DeLong.
Ashley DeLong. Yeah.
Ashley DeLong.
Ashley
Holy shit. All right, so he's
DeLong.
in a firefight with number 2, and I forget something if she's like, should we keep going? And he's like, this like we don't stop, nothing stops, and she's like,
Oh yeah, no, this guy's Canadian, chat.
Oh, thank God.
This guy is Canadian, allegedly.
Oh yes, High Alpha said. Yes, he did mention that. He claimed he had bombs ready to detonate the one bridge to BEI.
oh yeah.
That's insane. I have bombs on bridges. That's insane to say. What an insane statement. I know what Prince Edward Island is. Wait. To my Canadians in the chat, Prince Edward Island is like right outside of Montreal, right? Am I crazy or is that a different place? Because I know there's like an island like a little bit outside of Montreal. Does he know where Mama JF is? Guys, how do you think JF got rid of Mama JF? He hired the DarkId. That's an island, bro. It's just an island? I don't know which island it is. Am I from Canadian land? I don't know where fucking Canadian land is.
Yeah, and like yeah, like,
And cut it off. He said, if civilization falls, I'm turning this into outer heaven.
yeah, he had like bombs to the island. He was
There's no fucking way he just called his home outer heaven. There's no fucking way.
I love it.
What the
I
fuck?
love it so much.
Prince
I'm so excited.
Edward Island is a fucking province. Listen, you're a hat on top of America. I don't know what the fuck your things are. Eventually you'll get taken over, I guess. Oh no. I should say that.
Wow, that's tremendous, dude.
Very topical.
It is very,
Yeah, right?
unfortunately, topical. Unfortunately, very topical. No, I love my French Canadian chatters based.
like, anybody in my Discord can come with
I
me
hope you do.
on like nerd mother base. but like he said like during his firefight too, it's like he goes like nothing ever stops, and then number 2's like, did you just quote Nier at me? And he's like,
Yeah.
or that weird game you had me play. And it's like Nier's a fucking long game. Like you know what I mean? Like even if I were to
Nothing
buy.
ever stops us at the end.
Yeah, like even if I were to buy, you're somehow this gamer who does all these multi-hour game let's plays, which take a long time. Like you got your like assassin friend to fucking like 100% Nier the original. Like get the fuck out of here. Like
He did
No. Number 2 played the remake.
say it's way too late to stop all the time.
Jesus Christ.
But that doesn't mean the other
Fauci, Canadians committed most of the Geneva Convention before it was written. Okay.
I don't know if
Is
that's
that going to stop me?
is that a flex? I don't.
Yeah. Platinum, I think Platinum,
You're not selling us.
You're making it sound like you need to get taken over some more. Yes, 100%ing Nier is a fucking pain in the ass. That's why Replicant is probably easier to do it in. Also, I will say this. Fuck. Okay. Do you want me to... I'll say this. Yoko Taro's biggest L was not making Papa Nier the main character in the American release of Replicant. I'm
I
very
don't think
annoyed.
that was his choice. Was it his choice?
Yes, it was. It was his choice.
Oh, okay, then L
His
there.
other L is having anything to do with what was it called? Shadows of the Damned. Is that what it was
Yoko
called?
Taro is not a part of Shadows of the Dam, brother.
That was Akira Yamamoka.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Akira Yamamoka, the musician
Oh.
from Silent Hill.
Yeah, no.
Right. No, I just know. I thought it was a guy who like it was this really edgy game where like the
No,
end,
no,
the end of the
Yoko
barrel of his gun
Nar.
was a
I know
skull.
Papa Nier wasn't his idea, but he should have still did it anyways. Canadian military has no chill, like unironically known for committing a ton of modern war crimes. The implication is them saying, "Come and take it and get war crimed." Yeah, don't talk shit about Shadow of the Damned. Yeah. Yeah, Quebecois.
Shadow was 2 to 51. That's what it was.
Quebec is full of idiots. XQC, Nuxtaku, and JF are all from Quebec. I thought XQC was from.
And Pat.
Oh yeah, well no, that's fine. I like Pat.
I know.
I'm so
me
glad
I
too.
all
also
those
know
people
Shadows.
are Canadian.
I know Shadows was made by Suda. I knew that. That's why I was like, no.
I-
Everyone hates
That's
Quebec.
my mistake. I'm a mistake.
I followed Quebecers or a
You
former
follow them?
a former
follow
Quebecer
them?
and a current Quebecer. I'm friends with a
Don't admit this.
Australian an
Foggy's
Australian.
literally doing I have a Canadian friend.
I do. No. There's someone I know. I haven't talked to them in oh my god a while. I should really reach out. They are an
Do they
Australian
know who you are?
yes, they're an Australian transplant to Quebec.
They see me through the window.
No, they're a very cool person. Very, very cool. I should reach out to them.
Other person would get that, would get the reference. Okay, so since he did do the Drakengard 3 LP,
Mhm.
that is a much more satirical version of Drakengard than the other two.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people said, "Wow, this sounds like Id already wrote it himself," And but
Cal, you're one of the good ones.
now, obviously, he's not going to say that he did, but he did
You
say
say that open.
Yoko Taro once called him.
Wow, that's fucked up.
We're talking about Canadians. I don't.
I know.
An ambassador.
Blossoms, you are also one of the good ones.
Okay,
Is
listen up. Listen up.
B-Soms your little
Listen.
Canadian?
Listen, chat, listen, okay? Tariffs are hitting us really hard. Canadians, we need you to dono right now.
Yeah. Canadians, you don't listen. Living in the US is gonna suck. Did you see? Listen, Jim Jones is all good. We don't. This is just like a guy that was like a weirdo, in the games, like Let's Play space. Straight up, did you see the fucking economic forecast is like hyper bad. We're
No.
fucked.
Okay, so
Hyper bad.
unironically, so real talk.
We're fucked.
I literally I messaged my wife and I was like, you know what? Go get some groceries. And she's like, why? I'm like, just get frozen and dry shit. I don't care what.
Go buy eggs. We're spending. today.
No, not eggs, not eggs, not eggs.
Tariff enforced.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Blossoms.
Because I'm like,
Canadian.
you know what? Food tariffs are gonna hit us too. So I'm like, you know what? Just go buy shit right now.
Yeah.
Get groceries.
We're so fucked. God, I just remember chat.
Holding a little plate.
Chat. Remember what the whitest kids you know said. There's a phrase that you cannot say legally, and it's. Can we play that video?
No.
It's not.
No,
Not-
but
let's
no.
not do it for
No. My question is, can you actually play that video still?
It's on
I-
YouTube.
I don't know about copyright. That's the only thing.
I don't. Does the whitest kids you know copyright?
It's a
I did not
show.
know.
They wouldn't. It wouldn't be their rights holding. It would be
I thought
whoever.
it was. I thought, but
heard it.
I guess yeah. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, but it was an on YouTube thing.
No,
Yes, but
it
you
didn't
could
start.
say
I mean, if it
with
started on
the
YouTube, it's
border
still on.
launcher because it's a separate sentence.
To the west, and he found out about his Let's Plays. I remember that. And he also said that maybe Hikari did some translation work on it. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because I remember like somebody pointed out too, like that was like easy enough to fact check, but like for whatever reason, yeah, they like, got mad. Like, no, it's like they screwed her out of the credits or something. We call it. Yeah, no, because I heard about like the little care package thing, or because he posted about it in Let's Play. And one thing that's like worth mentioning too, because like somebody brought this up, like there were like levels of it where he posts like little things on something awful, like medium kind of lies on Twitter, and then the really deep shit was on the Discord. You know?
Yes, that is how it was.
Yeah, Trevor did die. I don't know how he died.
Yeah, this is what I was talking
Yeah.
about earlier, where he had levels of lie. So he wouldn't lie on something awful, but he would lie more and more as he got into more private spaces away from the LP space.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I think something awful, like even people who liked him would have been like, there'd been people who were like who didn't like him, be like, you're full of shit. Come on, you know what I mean? It would have blown it for him, like, you know what I mean? But incredible. Is it love? Gosh.
Oh, the space cowboy.
We yeah. Sorry, go ahead. What did Shadowhog said? Something like, I gotta ask.
I gotta ask, is
the Taro thing another lie? Yes, I mean, I
Probably.
don't know, but yeah.
Who the fuck is Taro?
Like, I mean, because the
Remember
thing that
Taro?
somebody pointed out was, like, he got a gift package, allegedly, from Taro, right? And,
Oh,
like,
he got
but,
a
like,
he fucking got a gift package from Yo. He said he knew Yoko Taro.
Yep. And that his Yakuza girlfriend did some editing, or no, some
Translation work for the
translation.
first Nier. Yes, I did hear that, and I kind of ignored it because I thought that it was a stupid lie. That's insane.
like, he never posted pictures of it or anything. It was like some signed photo or whatever, like care package. But like he never photographed. Like there was no evidence of it. But that's like obviously a thing. You'd be like, holy shit, you guys, look, you know, like I would think anyway. But
Yeah, I want to be I want to be
pull it.
fake friends with Yoko Taro.
let me see some of the other
You are.
stuff here that I got.
Let me scroll up as well.
All right, so oh yeah, Fio Ames posts the cat died, and then can cats have strokes? Asking for a fruck! Exclamation point. And then in brackets, start smoking the first time at mid-30s, you know?
Yes, they can. One of my beloved cats actually had a stroke and died in my hands.
Oh,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
I
sad.
don't know why anyone would ask that.
All right, wait, let me see if I can get a screenshot of this. Let me put this on stream just because I think this, let's see here. Fruck is a great one, but like, okay. TDI war dump. Okay. For the record, here's how
Oh, he once was really nervous when he was in messaging me once. He said someone wanted him to assassinate Mitch McConnell. And he's really nervous because he doesn't want to do that because then...
The cat died. Can cats have strokes?
Yes, cats can have strokes.
Yeah,
You're
anything can
missing
have
the
a
part where
stroke.
he was commissioned to kill Mitch McConnell.
Wait, what?
He was told he was getting an assassination
What?
mission to kill Mitch McConnell.
What?
You weren't listening.
I think this let's see here. Fruck is a great one, but like, okay. TDI war dump. Okay. For the record, here's how
Oh, he once was really nervous when he was in messaging me once. He said,
Okay, whoever can Sherpa this guy's lore could probably get an Internet Explorers episode. I will Sherpa everybody for Internet Explorers. I fucking swear to Christ. If this became an Internet Explorers episode, I would fucking love it. I would do everything. I would understand the idea of the DarkId. Because this guy's hilarious.
someone wanted him to assassinate Mitch McConnell.
There's no way. I love him. I love him.
Really nervous because he doesn't want to do that because then someone will, go after him, And like, well, don't tell me about it, I said. I mean, if he dies, whatever, but, don't involve me. They're going to hum after me now if you're right. But it's not like I'm going to miss that guy, but,
Let's see here.
yes.
What's up?
Yes, Nomad, yes.
What was Nomad saying? Sorry.
He said, wasn't she supposed to be a vet? Shouldn't she have known they can have strokes? Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even put that together. Jeez. Oh wait, here we go. Here's one where he, I think, accidentally tweeted as Fio, but meant to be himself, because this is under the Fio Ames account. I just got done dealing with the cops after breaking a racist American tourist's nose at a bar. How is your evening going? Political discourse happened at the Tide Turd against a belligerent drunk American being a shit, and being the only other American, I finally told me to shut the fuck up or
He's amazing. So this is his ex-wife that he is typing through.
Yeah.
break his face. Diplomacy failed, and I smashed his head into the bar 8 times.
That is totally in it. Yeah, Fio normally, I think, would post about stuff like that. Yeah. I do remember one time when he was spiraling into, I'm a monster, I hate myself. I messaged on Twitter to Fio, he's spiraling again, and Fio messages back, just talk to him about video games. He'll get over it. I mean, talking about things you like does
Thank you.
I guess it's
Thank you,
time.
Thank you.
It is time. Thank you, Bossums. I'll do a Keffels. We'll look at, if somebody can find me the Keffels sex gear, I will.
That's crazy statement.
Literally
Crazy
just
sentence
make
out
fun of it.
context.
I can't put it on stream, but I can just make fun of it. Chat, you've won another goal. Fucking, if you get 10 super chats of light blue or higher, voice act a sexy line. It's
Sounds
so
like a
weird.
punishment.
It's so weird to have goals without the dog. Man, can you wait till I get home? Yeah. When do you get home again? No, I know you get home.
You get over stuff,
But not to that, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit.
We'll save that for
Like,
another stream.
There's,
A sexy line from what? Some game. Like a game. Like, I'll be your hotiful boyfriend. I don't fucking know. Don't dox me, bro.
There's the one story too where I think it's whose father was committing suicide and like fucked
No. I don't have a TBI. I won't dox you. I promise.
it up halfway through, so he had to shoot him. It was like,
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. I can't remember.
I think it was Rebecca, like the girlfriend's
Yeah, it was
father.
Rebecca's dad, yeah.
Yeah, was like shot himself, tried to shoot himself, but fucked up and like DarkId had to like pull out his fucking Desert Eagle and finish the job or something.
What? What the fuck are you saying? He had to finish killing his father-in-law? What the fuck? What does that mean? Oh, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. It was Rebecca's dad's, yes. Oh, hey, Bob. The dad who sucked, yeah. Holy shit.
Oh,
God.
nice to see you, Bob. Sorry about the
Wait, it was
miscommunication earlier.
Rebecca's dad, so it was the dead lesbian ex-girlfriend? Oh my god.
Oh god, I missed that. Thank you, chat.
Wow. And then also, like, I mean, it's so weird too to just be like, yeah, so I just finished the
yes,
job.
exactly that. The backup lesbian daughter to tweet about when he character death, the first one, pretty much. And then shot herself in front of him. Yes, I mentioned that.
That's so incredible. I still can't get over the whole like this was your fault, bang. And it's not. It was a disease or cancer. I heard
one of those.
I heard like it was like I know his actual post was literally like my daughter's dead of ... It doesn't matter. She's gone. You know. And I know Hikiari.
Check the Gen chat on Discord. Why, Platinum? Why? Why would you put that in Gen chat?
Bruh. Don't find any Balrogs in the comments.
Okay. When was this? This is. Does Chris know about this?
What is this? I don't know what I'm looking at.
Catboy
It's
Ranch is reopen.
What?
It's a blouse with like HRT under a basket.
A blouse?
It's a shark.
Oh. I guess I don't know what Cowboy Ranch is.
Oh god. So. Hold up. So Catboy Ranch is when she was selling like bathroom HRT.
Who's she?
Keffels.
Keffels.
Oh, are we still talking about her?
She's back. Anyways,
This is.
let's go back to the cool stuff.
Ah, there's more there is some disturbing news. Yeah, but that's old. That's from the 27th. We'll get there.
In the post that day was like, somebody said like, can I ask how she went? And she's like, well, I think it was some genetic thing the mother had. I'm not sure, but I've seen some people in chat who I think were in the Discord also maybe said it was like he said it was cancer at some point, but well, I don't know. There's so many things too that would have been reported, like the suicides, that like he let's see, I'm like looking at my doc again.
And yes, his daughter had her 14th birthday twice in a row.
Yeah, I heard that because somebody looked at the timeline, like, so she was allegedly like this year she was 10, and the next year she was 14, then 14 again, and died at 16. It was 5, even though it was 5 years later.
At the time, all the inconsistencies would just be put down to he's deliberately being inaccurate, so people don't, internet detective him or whatnot, but and a lot of the things were consistent too. So
and I wasn't gonna bring this up because like again, like I kind of came into this like he's got some problems. I hope he's better. But now that I'm hearing what a piece of shit he is, I guess this is time I can bring this up because somebody posted this too. So there was a person who allegedly knew him in real life, who tweeted, posted in Discord and later Kiwi Farms apparently, that was like, they call, I won't dox him or I'd say his full name, even though it's fairly generic, but like, but like, hey, like, you're not everybody, like, don't believe him. He's like a 33-year-old who lives with his parents or whatever. And then made some like.
She's in channel right now, that person, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, okay. And like, yeah, the cat strangler, because like apparently said something about killing his cat or whatever, which like.
Oh, when his cat was like dying of the chemical poisoning and he had to finish it off. That was it.
What? What the fuck do you mean? He had to finish off his cat as it died.
Why did anybody like believe any of these stories?
Well, because this is stuff over time. To be fair, like this is
prep for D&D, guys. Take it easy.
These were stories over time. The fact that he said I had to finish the cat off is one of the most insane statements I've ever heard in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is typically funny. This dude was funny. Yeah, like that one autopsy scene of Jane Doe. Yeah, like what the fuck?
What?
Same cat.
Wait. I
The
thought that,
kitten that I rescued that I mentioned was dying or died.
did I miss the part where you had to strangle the cat?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. So the cat allegedly drinks like just some antifreeze or something in the garage and is dying. The wife doesn't like. Can a cat have a stroke? Fruck. But then he's also strangled the cat.
Yeah, just to make the story like that more gut punching.
Oh my god.
Yes, Goat 3, that wasn't getting me wall punch saved.
Then wait, Wamakers is saying I was a co-commentator along with him for stupid Twitch US for Stream Consciousness.
That's the Robert Denby thing.
Okay, and he came up as mostly normal, although him claiming that his granddad was there to discover one of the Holocaust camps was clearly an attempt to put his claws in me because I talked about my grandma being in World War II vet.
What?
His grandfather discovered Holocaust camps.
This man literally said, yeah, so my grandpa fucking discovered Holocaust camps while in World War II. What is he doing? What is happening?
He's gonna be the wokest Wookie that ever woke.
Oh my god. Yeah, again, this is where the DarkId loses me when he's like describing he had to murder a pet to put it out of its misery.
The pet is not real. The pet is not real.
Nothing he says is real that we know of. It's just like, this is a weird... We're in the weird dimension. Yeah. Yeah, like, this is such a weird dimension we're in right now.
Behaved most normal with me, and he started bragging about assaulting old people in public for being racist. That tracks. He had a story where somebody was being homophobic to his daughter, so he beat them up and threw them in a dumpster, which is like, why is there an open dumpster near you, though? You know what I mean? Like, that's like very movie set, like, you know what I mean? Like... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it all comes back to, I beat up people for being bigoted about all sorts of bigoted things. And I guess that was... But I'm actually a bad guy, so don't follow me for that.
No, definitely. I'm sorry, Psi Alpha, where did you send that document, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I didn't talk about him fighting a hippo.
Oh, the hippo, yes! That's right, yeah.
Wait, he fought a hippo?
Excuse me? No, his ex-wife was related to Himmler, but wait, excuse me? He fought a hippo?
Did he win?
Did he punch I mean...
What do you mean he fought a hippo? Continue.
You can tell him about fighting the hippo. This is these guys. Okay, thank you. Let me take a look. The hippo is crazy because he's like, don't ever fight a hippo. Holy crap.
Yeah, he like unloaded on this thing and it was still coming at him. I don't remember actually the context of this story. I guess he was doing, some mercenary work in Africa allegedly, and how many of these stories, Sky Jelly? A lot. I've known this guy. I knew this guy for like 10 years, and most of it was made up.
Can I show this document on stream or at least or read from it or because this?
Yeah, Alpha. That's the one guy who stayed in contact with me after I got burnt. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, and my God, the Dark Fib version 2.pdf. Holy shit.
The Dark Fib.
Go for it. Okay, here we go. God, I can't believe you strangled a cat. Why would you make that? I mean, pathological, but still, like, oh my God.
That's not something you should even lie about,
Holy crap. This is okay.
So what happened with the fucking hippo?
I don't know. Maybe they get back to it.
I want to know about the hippo.
Chat. If your friends start telling you things that are blatant lies about themselves to either make their life sound extremely bizarre, fantastical, or otherworldly, just they're lying. And you could be friends with them, just know that they're always going to be lying, and you might be and everything you know about them is not real.
Bored.
Is my mic on?
It is.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to answer a DM.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 pages into writing this. Holy shit, this is long. Oh my God, it's 43 pages. It's awesome. All right. DarkId deletes the entire server. Jigs up. I'll finalize this document. Rid of his misdeeds. Yep. All right. Everyone save one has forsaken it. I bet I know who it is. This document will serve as a record for his done. Okay. I'm Beef Stew, longtime member of DarkId's Discord server. Starts with Dune, Sailor Moon. My experience not comprehensive. I have receipts and anecdotes. Let me send you the link to this document so you can read along. By the way, sorry. Discord, and there you are. Sorry, okay. So everything Sylvia said is true. Many of his former friends, associates, very similar. Corroborated by Voidburger, Destructible Cat, Seth Series, Space Queen Emily, Plush Mayhem. Yep. Gathered long before the controversy. Let's see, full of shit. If you want these things like here and here, yeah, the whom I'm thinking account, right? Portraying anyone who's inconvenienced him in the past as a Nazi. Well, we've heard a little bit about this, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kiwi farms and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Liar, shit stirs, speaking out of the abuse, aside, this is fucked up and wrong. Okay, yeah. Specific screenshots, whoops, let's see. Entire channel, such as Aw Geez, was made to well wishes to kid of his supposed passing of his daughter. Can you imagine someone's kid dies and you name the Discord channel Aw Geez? Like, what?
That's because he always said "oh geez" a lot.
Fair, but it still seems like a little like light given the. Okay, so yeah, so he used to be a huge badass warrior named Caleb Cross, right? Tall Tales, his wife Fiona, his son Jack.
Apparently Caleb Cross is some hero shooter character, but you always spelled it with a C. I thought it was like normal Caleb.
I see.
On its own, that sounded like a bland enough name that I thought it would be real. You know.
I never forgot the Caleb Cross thing. You know. You know, like my emotional thing with it was like my mom was diagnosed with cancer that day. I like took her to the thing for like to get her scan and everything. I put a brave face on. I'm talking to her old coworkers because she was like an oncology nurse. It was like this is a hard, weird day, and I'm like keeping it all together. And I get home at night, and I'm like, this is the time I need to retreat into slow, like being this weird slow beef guy on something awful doing let's plays. And the DarkId like is on AOS Adventures. I have cancer too, and it's like God.
What? So like he said it. Like, right as, like, he's finding out about his mom. That's fucking... Oh, that's so
crazy.
heartbreaking.
It's like, oh, your mom got cancer. I got cancer.
That's, like... That's some pathological shit. And I'm just like, I don't... God damn.
Hi, Pippi.
Hi, Pippi.
I mean, I can't believe and then he's like, and my name's Caleb Cross, and I don't remember my real name because I'm in too much combat. I'm like, you piece of shit. Like, you know, I know you're fucking with me, but whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. Hikari Kusanago is her name. Hikari. His sometimes sister, sometimes girlfriend. Oh my god.
Oh god.
She's not real. She's a sock puppet. Yep. I'll be referring to. Wait, Fluff Daddy posts here.
My parents are dead. Yeah,
right.
She would post that often.
So Fluff Daddy is an admin on SA who did confirm that he had a sock puppet account or an alt account named No Man, No HMAN. And if you look very strangely, like No Man would just post things like bumping the thread or like, ah, geez, I feel so bad for DarkId.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
His own personal cheerleader sock puppet. That was
I know this. Okay, so I was checking this. No Man is like a sock puppet, and I was going into a couple of his Let's Plays, and No Man was basically his hype man for some of his Let's Plays.
That's crazy.
So what you're telling me is that this is Scarlet Reaper 2.
No, it's Proto Scarlet Reaper.
It's Proto Scarlet Reaper. It's Scarlet Reaper, but better. Because at least this guy, like, fucking went in. Like, insane. Speaking of that, I need to try something. Oh, that was the wrong spacebar button.
Neither. I don't think anyone did until Fluff Daddy did the alt check. But let's see. Both her parents died when she was young. Her mother committing suicide, and her father dying to protect her during the Great Hanshin earthquake of 19.
What the fuck? What?
There's more lore for her. Okay.
What the fuck? Died in a fucking like national disaster. That's insane.
1995. My parents are dead from suicide and earthquake. I was there for both of the deaths. Still have nightmares. All that Turkey earthquake stuff a while back. Boy, I don't want to hear about that. That scares the shit out of me. Being caught under a building, staring at your dead dad in the face. Not something you want. Fair. Yeesh. Mom hanging himself. Not cool either. Wow. Shit. Okay. Still have like
this all comes off as someone being very bitter but very frank about the stuff that happened to them, you know. But after a while, it all starts to sound familiar.
This is incredible. I know. Look at this. Like, yeah. Then like here's like a Wikipedia post about the Great Hanshin earthquake.
Oh, hey, I'm in here.
You're in the dock, oh boy.
Speedball. I hope Yoko Taro gets to live his best life no matter what. Silent dummy, which is Hikari. Hate is a strong word. Just talking frank about the company he worked for.
I was translator. Don't tell anyone that. I would get super mad if anyone asked me to translate a thing from Japanese because, like, no, I don't. I need the actual context of this. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, the Finnish girl who did speak Japanese could do it at a moment's notice. I think maybe there was a reason why those two never interacted because the girl who was real, the Finnish girl, would have really embarrassed it if he tried to speak Japanese to someone who actually spoke it. You know?
Yeah, but well, it's wild too because like. People who are bilingual, they're typically kind of nice about it, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, you say this, and maybe they won't be like, excuse me, like how to ask for like more rice. I need the context here, okay?
What?
Oh yeah, the fake Hikari photos. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
What? What is happening?
I get annoyed to this day. So Sinolence gets a lumber long licensing hell, square potters. I get annoyed when people mention my accent. I'll look into stuff. It's of interest to me. What the fuck does Idar Flam mean? It means Idar Flam, like your Japanese view translation. Wow, capitalism devours the planet. I need that paper. But she was part of the long organization team for the original Nier. Argued against using demon. Oh my god, I can't believe that he's faking that she's a translator on Nier and argued against some of the shit in it.
Yeah, like what?
I got shades over shadows, and that shade sounded cooler, and they were lesser than the Shadow Lord.
What? What is this? I saved the translation of the game bullshit. This is insane. We have this doc, by the way, chat. We may just go over it a little bit.
Holy shit. Chinese dialogue, because you're a literal saint. I retired from localization, but shit hog. No way, yeah. But she does a lot of things, but nearest credits are in alphabetical.
Oh my god, she was taking credit for shit hog? Bro, I hate this guy so much, man. Good luck and take care. Good luck and take care, Asteride. Remember, Asteride, you got this.
Order, but yeah, we're gonna guess
Nice,
that
Roddy.
she's not there, of course. She had changed whatever her original name was to Hikari in order to get away from a stalker, of course.
Yeah.
Hikari Kusunaga.
But it doesn't even matter. It's a fake name. You just create a pseudonym. You don't need to tell people your real name. Chat, like the stream, by the way. There's 50 of you, but only 14 likes. What the fuck's going on, chat? Don't fail me now, chat. It's okay if you don't want to like. I'm just saying, just don't fail me now.
Listen, the tariffs are hitting us hard. The least you Canadians can do is like the stream.
Please, please.
Like and comment.
Please like and comment.
Yeah.
Remember, chat, DMC premiere is in less than 3 hours. Let's go. Devil May Cry, animated on Netflix.
Okay. And then she keeps the username of her new name, but yeah. Or, oh my god. Was it cool? A former stream person got super stalker, went through the credits in near. Let's see. Thinking about her name for 30 years. One of the first Western traits I had to reversing names. It's still Kasugami in my head. Oh my god, this is so bad. It's like, reversing my name. It's so hard, you know, being from Japan and all. Like, holy shit.
What?
We don't post the real drill or real Yoko Taro. We ain't savages. Yoko Taro is email head cryptid. Yukiko Taro is a Taito drum master. Yeah, she did do that. I remember. Her real name is Yukiko Yoko, or rather it be Yoko Yukiko in Japanese, because Taro is not the Moon Master Nan's surname. It's his given name. Tartari was actually Japanese. She should have understood this. Yeah.
I know what Yukiko Taro looks like, too. And also, though, she's cooler than I will ever be. This is ridiculous. Wait a second.
What is happening?
Isn't Kusanagi Sakura from Street Fighter's last... Wait a minute. Where did Bob's thing go? Wait, replying to... yeah, is it from Street Fighter's last name? Oh shit, Sakura from Street Fighter? That's her last name? Kusanagi?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's Kusanagi, yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, wait, so the wife... Alright, wait. Okay, first wife is from Metal Gear. No, Metal Slug. Oh god, the daughter's from No, shit. Yeah, the daughter's from Xenogears? No, who's from Xenogears?
Yes, Saint, it is why we're up. I literally, the reason I'm the VTuber is because I had to turn all the lights off because I need to save power for the tariffs.
Daughter's from Xenogears. Daughter's girlfriend's from Resident Evil. The second girlfriend's sister, Discord mod, is from Street Fighter. This is awesome. Let's see. Coming up with shit hog will be my proudest moment. I remember the Toko Taro response being yes. That game was unique, and the teams worked together in script. I worked on sweary parts in English. I knew a good swear boy that taught me. I went to shithead, and I had a very lazy bacon sandwich on a biscuit. Just wear a shit hog, and people was funny. Oh, my god. She posts pictures of herself. Oh no.
Yes, that's...
There's no way. Why would you do that? They could easily just retrace this.
I was going to get to this part, but I guess the document mentions it as well.
Holy shit.
On rare occasions, it turns out this is a real person.
Bro!
Jeez, I'm bisexual disaster, but I think I made from 16 to 36, okay? The top one...
Yeah, Hikari had a sister, I don't remember the sister's name, who was a nurse.
What is
It's
happening?
also bisexual disaster.
Oh, no! It's a pop singer!
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. This, again, he gets me every time. He pulls me back in, chat. I love the DarkId.
The first photo is a pop singer Miki Fujimoto lifted directly from a YouTube thumbnail.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I'm done. I'm done. He's my favorite person in the world. He is still my favorite person in this universe. Also, side note, because I see you right there.
What?
What's it? Ashoka. I have been watching the Digimon Let's Play thing. It's very, very good. I'm not the Let's Play, the D&D thing. Thank you very much. It is very good. I just wanted to give you a shout out for that.
The second is a stock photo that I'm the model, right?
Perhaps he probably worked for Getty Images at some point.
Oh my god. I can't find exact.
Killjoy literally sent me the moment they pulled it up. Killjoy literally said it's the YouTube thumbnail. Killjoy never
The
end.
confidence pop idol Aya Matsura. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. Sayalta, thank you so much.
Bro, he pulled
Fellow
out
moderator Cubs, who
2
mentioned
of
played games
them?
online with her before, but confirmed she did not hop on the mic.
I saw,
It
thank you.
also accidentally posted from each other's accounts before. Yep. They have a lame excuse. The mid-December. Oh yeah, I saw this. The mid-December birthday singularity approaches. Then dial. I thought you had a January birthday. Oh yeah, it's Hickey on TDI's account. Whoops, I'm on Id's computer, and he's.
What? What? He got it all wrong, chat. He fucked the timeline up. That's why, if you have alts, just have different devices for them. I'm not saying do that, but like, it's hilarious. Just have a different device for your alt. It's not that hard.
Still logged in. Was slightly confused. Let's fix that real quick. Oh my god. They sometimes have difficulty keeping track of which life story they go into id, which one. The last restaurant job I walked out on at this huge fish delivery, and the chef like did trimmings on it and left out the counter and trimmed parts of the order. It came like 4 p.m. rolled into 10 p.m. Have you heard of refrigerators? There were like a dozen flies on it, right throwing everyone out to smoke. A fucking year ago, I hung out in my dad's current employment kitchen, and I was in the area, and a head chef skinned a huge ass fish or some banquet later and left it on the table. Oh wow, this isn't even that far apart. They're like 24 days.
No.
Like he told the story December 1st, and then she tells the same story 24 days later.
Yeah.
The first time Hikari watched Promar, I never watched this Promar. She initially the story that she was hurt while fist pumping Id's son Jack. What is he, like a monster?
What? What?
It made us watch Premiere like 5 times. It is a good show, but damn, that was a lot of times.
My best friend.
Also, he couldn't watch Edge Runners without crying, but I mean,
yeah,
that's normal actually. A lot of people.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
iCat told me that, so like I had DarkId on Arcade Pit with me, and I guess his microphone broke or something, and like he had to like leave halfway through and Voice of Dog came in, and somebody said like hey, like he was like, hey, can you guys watch an anime with me to cheer me up or whatever, and a bunch of, but it's like, dude, you're like this mercenary who like kills all these people. Why are you so upset about a fucking Twitch stream going south? But
I know, right? Although, all right, let's be fair. When I was in the army, there was a guy in our living complex. This was not the barracks that you get in like a training platoon, but it's more like little apartments. And this one guy had like all of these stacks of anime tapes from the 90s, because this was like the year 1999. And that was, so there are anime nerds in the military, but this is not quite like that, you know?
Okay.
He was I'm just reading, and he was on Anime Night, and he was
So what we know is the DarkId just continues to lie all the time. Okay.
He did, so when Retsu Prey started, it was a Something Awful thread, and he did like.
Ash, is there anything more in this stream that we should go over?
No, most of it's just going over the doc.
Okay, so we're gonna read a little bit of the doc, chat, because I feel like the stream is dragging. But this is a great video, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the first like hour is amazing. But let's get to the doc. It's 33 pages.
Hour I missed.
But we got pretty far into it.
Yeah. Let's see, 33 pages. Hello, I'm Beef Stew, a longtime member of DarkId's Discord server who mainly talks too much about Dune and Sailor Moon. Oh, that rhymes. Everything Slow Beef said was true. This guy falsified a lot of stuff. We already know about some of this. Much evidence I've gathered. But if you want to see specific lies exposed, please click here. Twitter, I'm thinking. Okay. Going through an old hard drive. Look at this dork kid. She probably couldn't parry to save her goddamn life. Oh, no! There's no way. There's no way. This man is amazing. Oh no. And then you can see what this lady looks like growing up. No. For reference, this is what his fake dying lesbian daughter looked like. She turned 14, chat. Oh, God. My daughter now has her driver's license. Fucking God. I picked up my daughter from driver's ed, then ate a large muffin and took a 2-hour nap. I finally done it. I've become an old dad. Jesus Christ. This man's insane. Let's see. This is from 2019. So this is like a random account that was made to just drop all of it. Literally, this account was made to just drop shit. Let's see. This is Theo. This account has been manned by a 30-year-old child virgin who likes to strangle cats and also still lives with his father. DarkId honestly cared more about the cat than I did you. So help me God if I ever come back there and beat the shit out of you and personally check you into a fucking mental ward. I guess his real name is Ryan. Because somebody, like, literally, like, named the account after himself. Jesus Christ. Here is the cat. He didn't punch cats through a deck to say starving kittens. There were no kittens. So, this is the kitten post that he did. This is what Theo posted. This is straight up from an old YouTube video from 2012. This was posted a couple years ago. It doesn't give an exact date because, again, a lot of these things were deleted. But yeah, again, this is from a YouTube video. And in theory, this would have been around, what, like 2016? 2017? Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is 2017 right there.
Oh, does it?
Right there,
Yeah.
February 7th.
So this is from 2017. They just stole videos. Yo. Here's one of the cats that they potentially kept. I was wrong. Cooper was a girl. 3 months later, the kitten is now a fully grown cat, a different breed, and a female. Okay. And then here's the cat died with about the strokes, but there were no kittens because this is an audio clip of the cat. But this is just an audio clip. Oh, this was the dog post that we saw earlier. So this is a video of the dog allegedly. It's from a YouTube video. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Literally. This dog also died from antifreeze poisoning. So this account was just to make fun of him for lying about his pets and his daughter. Amazing. This is insane. Because that was the first one. This is a Blue Sky account. I don't even know if I have a Blue Sky account. So this is 2024. The DarkId. This was recently. This was a couple months. This was this month or last month. Okay. Series of posts from his Discord where he was being shot at actively by Russian Nazis.
Oh yeah, it was Nazi posting.
Offsite fuck Russia specialist. Blank is now in charge. I'm busy with being assassin. Okay, hold up. Hold up. No, his daughter was not a Yakuza princess. All right, I'm gonna give him a voice, chat. Are we ready?
Go ahead.
Blank is now in charge. I'm busy with being assassinated. There's a cool Russian op set discrediting me coming up. As if it matter. As if I matter. It's been good. Adhikari the Tarnished and her sister got out safe. They're probably done with the online thing with all this. So you know, This is the DarkId signing off. Blank. Well, that is incredibly worrying. Whoa. Stay safe. Please stay safe. The guys are not that good at what they're doing. I still have to go. Be wary of anyone I previously did shit with suddenly being this fuck. Fuck's sake. I'm now an IV and my gun rifle hand is a lefty. And it doesn't work great. Don't jinx it! I need to get the fuck to the doctor right now. I took a few hits, but made it somehow. They're bad at this. Anything worrying or just some shoulders or something? Ugh. I need to see a doctor. You're all right, too. I'm glad the universe wanted you to win. Go do that. Shoulders have major arteries, too. And bones. By the way, I got threatened by someone that took over my wife's old Twitter account, and that's been disabled for months, and is doing some bullshit Russian OPSEC in the most transparent way. So hey, that sucks. I got someone to kill later. I want to point out, this is insane. I've been shot at. I am bleeding out. There's a Russian operative in my wife's account. It's insane.
Not in no Twitter.
This man is the most insane person I have come across. Greg, how are you feeling?
This sucks. This is boring. I wish I could care. There's nothing here for me.
Greg, how could you?
How could I what?
How could you hate the DarkId? The DarkId's the best, man.
I'm pretty sure that he's made up. And it's like 5 cats in a trench coat.
There's 5 cats in a trench coat. So, like, he would write, this is insane. My daughter's super sick. I need to get back home. I'm super fucking worried. And some United Airlines shitlog is giving me a hard time. Very close to acing this dude hijacking a plane. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And my phone's a bomb? What the fuck? This is insane. Mortal Kombat 11, okay. The DarkId about a cat. That just seems like a thing. May 2nd, he deletes all previous posts announcing her death and announces her death anew. Cleans up a bunch of game-related posts. So he deletes some of his posts about her death. You can consider giving him some money. Jesus Christ. This man was insane. There's so much on this guy. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Go on.
So Slow Beef did a video with the DarkId about they're playing Resident Evil 5. If you want to hear what the DarkId's voice sounds like.
I do. I need to hear what the DarkId voice sounds like. Give it to me.
Okay, so I'll post it in this chat.
That's the best way to end this stream. What is this hardened, like, fucking paramilitary, like, guy sound like? I need to know.
I posted it in this chat.
Thank you. You're the best.
It's Resident Evil 5 with the DarkId. What's going on, dude?
It's happening. Eventually it's happening.
Yep. It says partner isn't ready yet, so I think you gotta hit ready. I think.
No, I need to organize my inventory here. You don't have.
Guys, this guy sounds like a dude that's killing people, straight up. This guy is hardened.
Have a inventory. You've not played this before.
I haven't.
I'm gonna remove everything from my inventory.
I've played this before on PS3, but I've never played the PC version.
Same, but
Sounds like
the
James
360.
Stewart.
Yeah, like he just sounds like a whittle guy. He's got like
Might be-
permanent 1 HP voice.
That might be the 360 mic he's using.
What's a 360 mic?
An Xbox 360 mic.
Oh no. He sounds like the cricket from the Puss in Boots movie.
Puss in Boots. That's all I
Where he
got.
has a very weird way of talking. It kind of sounds like that.
He's a little small bean. A very small bean.
But
I'll kill you.
you know,
I'm being shot at during World War III. Time to hop in VC. I love this man.
I'm ready. How about you?
I think I'm ready. It says ready in 57.
55, 54. Yeah, I think
Yep.
press a button.
Boom.
There we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
hot take. You sound like Smaggle's older brother.
I don't know what Smaggle's older brother sound like.
I don't. This is a joke. He just sounds like an older Smaggle.
Oh.
He sounds like a Smaggle had an older brother. No. He sounds like an older Smaggle. He really does. Listen. I got no ill will towards Smaggle. I don't know the guy personally. I've never talked to him, but I do think that that's fucking hilarious.
Go. Does everybody hear us okay, I hope?
When was this video posted? 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2017.
He would have been
2017
young.
wasn't
He
8
would have
years ago.
sounded.
Don't tell me 2017 was
Yeah.
8 years ago. I don't want to know that 2017 was 8 years ago.
Yeah. I wonder what. Holy shit! The part at the end, the DarkId just telling Slow Beef well in advance of a QuickTime event, and him missing it by a mile had me dying.
That's
Oh,
like
so this is what the
2017
DarkId sounds like.
Like 2017 is 3 years ago in the same way that the 80s are 20 years ago. I can't explain it, but that's how I see time.
I'm so sad he's gone. I used to be friends with him on Steam and troll him a bit in Audio Surf during my Something Awful days. Id had a lot of terrible things happen to him, and I hope one day he could just find peace. Rest in peace to DarkId. I can't believe he's fucking dead. Or his entire life, including the family, outed as a lie. That was that. Oh, because that's 2024, yeah.
That's
Oh
when
my
the thread on
god,
Something
DarkId
Awful was made.
speaks. Let's see if there's anything else about the DarkId. Let's see the caught this live. Beef knows his stuff. Oh my god, it's so interesting to me. So like, that's the DarkId Chronicles for now. Did his daughter die by then? Yes, I guess. I don't know. Who did it? Was his daughter dead? I don't know.
No, his daughter died 2019.
2019. That's right. She died of cancer in 2019. So the daughter is still alive. Everybody in his life is still alive.
No, the daughter didn't die of cancer. She died from antifreeze.
Oh,
poisoning.
antifreeze poison. No, but no, because he retracts and said that she had multiple surgeries due to cancer.
That is true.
So
That
the
also
daughter,
happened.
his daughter dies in 2019. Everybody in his life is still alive. It went down, guys. Resident Evil 5 was the reason the DarkId cracked. Antifreeze doesn't cause cancer. Oh, she died twice. So chat, that is the story of the DarkId Chronicles. This was a good little 2-part stream. There's not a lot of drama going on.
A little slow right now. A little slow right
I
now.
personally have no interest in covering the Grum stuff until the part 2 happens. If you want to know my stuff on the Grum stuff,
Your thoughts on the Grum stuff?
Cope and Seethe. If you want to know my thoughts on all the Grums leaks, you can watch Beckett's video on it. I actually
Oh, he made a video
towards
on
the
it?
end.
Oh, no, his stream.
Oh, his stream on it. Towards the end, I joined the stream.
Yeah, Fab was on stream.
And we talked about it a little bit. I did stuff. I read into it a little bit. And I kind of read the reactions to it. The TLDR is the reason that people care more about this Western Kabuki and this MLYP stuff is because it leans into the politics of it all. That was something that Diesel's video never was never going to do. It was never our intent. That was like internally, that was our intent from the beginning, to not make it about his politics, but more about his character as a person.
And we even said if we or if you had put in everything as it was coming out,
yes,
as you were finalizing the script,
yeah,
more stuff would just keep coming out.
Yeah, more
and the
stuff
video
kept
would
coming
just
out.
never come out.
He kept
This was started
break-stepping.
in October?
Yes, it was started no.
November.
No. The original script. Okay, you want to know what's crazy? The original script was in July because Pharaoh helped me with it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because I never knew how to use I never used the Wayback Machine before, so I didn't know how it worked at the time. But yeah, like it's just one of those things where it was like I looked into it. I think the problem with it was everybody that he filmed or got the filming rights of consented to be on camera. Regardless of how you personally feel about it, it's just weird. Yeah, there's no third or fourth member of the op block. Absolutely correct. Well, it was third and fifth, or no, it was 3 and 7 technically.
Wait, no, 3 and 5.
Was it 3 and 5?
I forget
Yeah.
the bit.
The bit is 3 and 5.
I forget the bit. We need to make shirts and
We
just be like third member of the op block
so
and
hot
then
take.
fifth member of the
I've wanted to. This is behind. I don't really care. I would love to talk to Diesel to get like a shirt line for the op block just through like the fucking thing. 3 and 5. Yeah.
Why do you need him?
Because it make that man money too. I don't give a shit. I don't know how to do shirts. I've never done shirts. I guess I'll learn. We'll print our own shirts. We'll do all the printing ourselves.
My brother-in-law does print shirting.
Oh, nice. Trying to think if there's anything else. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, the Grum stuff. I did want to do a little bit of a roundup on the Grum stuff. I don't really care about the porn stuff. I do, however, find it hilarious that this is the thing that got Grums to crash out and
really
openly admit that he thinks his mom is hot. He said his mom was a Playboy model before he was born, and he was incredibly proud that his mom was in Playboy, to the point where people asked him, who's that hot lady in the photo? Because he apparently had a hot image of his mom in his college dorm room. It's very weird. Oh, Greg, that one's for you.
Yeah, I made a short video on it
Mhm,
on
yeah, I
my
saw.
channel. I came to the realization
When that's
after
what
I
I
made
said.
it. I'm like,
Oh.
Grums just admitted that he basically told that his dad got cucked.
Yeah, there's a
Because
non
in
0% chance. He has a copy of his mom's Playboy. Allegedly, it was just done. We don't know if he has a copy of it. People have been looking because he said it was the year before he was born. I know it's up on an archive somewhere. Because I fucking saw somebody on Twitter post that there's an archive somewhere of it. You can find it.
To finish my point, if you ever seen like documentaries about like the Playboys and Hugh Hefner, every single woman that was on Playboy had to fuck Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, there's a non 0% chance that Mark Grums is related to Hugh Hefner.
It happened a year before, so you don't know.
What I can tell you is, while I did not look at anything, like I didn't look at the magazines. We did look up the Playmates because that's on Wikipedia. she would have been under a pseudonym. Because there is no Kern or Ing, or Chan, which is allegedly his mom's last name or whatever.
Yeah, we're not just making up last name.
Yeah. There is no thing. Yes, for research, Cloudy. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Rare for the articles.
It's hard to tell. There is one person of yeah, you could do it. I don't give a shit. There's one person of Asian descent that appears to be a pseudonym, but I don't fucking know. I also don't. Hot take. I don't care how hot Grums' mom is. I don't want to fucking see it. I think it's weird enough that if he's gonna lie and make that an own, that's the strangest own is my mom is hotter than your mom. So hot that I would have yoinked it? What the fuck is, what?
Yeah, my mom was hotter than your mom in the 60s.
Yeah, it's not, too far for me in regards of, oh, I've seen it, whatever. It's too far for me in the realm of, that's not something I would divulge and be so flippantly proud of as an own. It's just, it's actually, if it is true, yeah, it's not even an own at that point, it's a self-report. Yeah. Because, talking about it with such pride is not, this is not oh, I'm not anti-sex work. I've never been anti-sex work. I am pro-sex work. Cataclysm is a fucking dumb asshole that will just say, oh, porn industry bad. But all they say is believe sex workers. Yeah, that's, honestly speaking, you should just believe the sex workers if they're saying they're not being exploited. You dumb bitch. But no, more importantly, it's one of those things where it's it's just a very bizarre thing to own the wokies. And again, that's why that kind of thing, this video and this quote unquote expose on Mark, which is really also not a good expose for a lot of different reasons, editorializes a lot of his time at Blizzard, but literally doesn't highlight the fact that Grums is a DEI hire. Quite legitimately was used as a liaison during the StarCraft days in Asia. You literally could lead with that. I don't understand why you didn't lead with that. It seems like it would... Yeah. No, Grums is a DEI hire. He has said it in interviews, and I wish I could find the interview, but he described going to China during the StarCraft days to see the birth of what esports is today. I went over in Beckett's stream a little bit, but that flies in the face of everything he has ever said, because he's oh, merit this, merit that. Yeah, he allegedly got to Blizzard via merit, but it's because he had a very specific skill, and they wanted, I don't know, an Asian person to talk to other Asian people. I don't know. That sounds like a crazy thing and would fly in the face of half the shit he says, because he would say, oh, weird. It would be, insane to say that. And it would fly... How is he going to refute that? How does he refute that? He can't. He literally can't refute that. Because, well, I wasn't hired for diversity, but you were used for a diversity measure to promote the game and to build better game relations in a foreign market. Literally, they used your diversity as a token to get into a foreign market. Sorry. It's a digress. It's just you can tell they wrote it. I said this on Beckett's stream. They wrote it for people like Hassan to react to. They didn't write it to move the needle on who Grums really is. And that is my problem with it. Because all this does is support Grums' base. It's still, they still get a W for making him crack on the stream. Oh yeah. No, I said that. I purely... I'm not saying you're against it or anything. I'm just saying that's still a thing. Yeah. I'm not I don't want to sound bitter. I'm really not. Because fucking that's funny.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, no,
That's all it
I
is.
would never be bitter about this because I think it's hilarious that this is the thing that made him crack.
Yeah.
I just personally wish there was more about. They make an embezzlement claim, but they don't show proof of the embezzlement. They just show tweets going back and forth about embezzlement. Granted, I didn't find those tweets when we were researching. Those tweets came out after we had finished the research process. So unfortunately I wouldn't have been able to find it. It was on like fucking German Reddit. But like I guess that's like the thing for me. It's like, yeah, that's actually a really good get. But if you're gonna like so for those who don't know, they found, this is weirdly going to the grums, I'm sorry, chat. They found tweets in relation to the VR game that we discussed that $1 million just disappears. And the Voxelnaut's Twitter, which was the VR game he was making, said, hey, Mark ran with the money. So that's a great thing to say. And he's like, no, I didn't. Why would you not then be like, oh, and then we found out looking into Grums, he's currently embroiled in a lawsuit. If you follow the money trail, he's currently embroiled in a lawsuit about intellectual property from the company he used to run that is accusing him of making off with the money. Why would you not connect it that way? It's the whole part of this 1-2-part bullshit that I don't like. If you're going to do a 2-parter, you need to really give a cliffhanger, and there's no real cliffhanger to because they did his entire history. Again, personal beef I have with the way it was written. I'm not saying I could necessarily write it better. I don't want to like do that. I just think that it's just written poorly, which is like a sad thing to say. I don't hate the people. I don't know. It's such a hard thing. I know that like Ash has looked into it. I know Q and KJ did a lot of work with me with that, and Diesel and myself. Like we put in a lot of hours, and Makari too. It's just like one of those things where it's like it does suck that there are parts, like there are connecting factors to what they're saying that they just don't go over. It was like more of a lecture. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Again, it just like, it doesn't upset me. It makes me feel very weird that there are connecting bits that they just refuse to go over. And it's like, you could have had a better story. I don't care if you, fuck it, steal the work. I don't give a shit. I don't really care. Fuck, you could steal the work. I don't give a shit. But just at least report on it. Make him seem like more of an idiot. He's embroiled in a lawsuit. Be really interesting if somebody caught that when we're talking about him potentially embezzling money. But I digress, chat. Chat, there's no one to send you to. Remember to like the stream. Greg, Ash, anything before we sign off tonight?
This would have hit harder if I had known what the Something Awful forums were.
You should have been here for part 1. Part 1, it hits harder because of part 1.
Sure.
Ash, what's your final thoughts?
Grums is lame. DarkId, I enjoyed that roller coaster ride.
Yeah, this was a fun stream. This was a fun time. I told Diesel about it. Hopefully we get a coverage from the FPS Diesel. There's a part 1. Yes. If you go and look at lives, there's a part 1 because he killed his fake family, and this is when he murders other people. Thank you, chat, so much. We're going to go to the end card screen. There's nobody to send you guys to. I love each and every one of you. And remember, goodbye.